Alrighty, welcome to That Metal Podcast. I'm Wolfman Dave,
I'm Eli.
and this is episode 151. So, um,
Dang.
it's weird because it's like I was still looking over different prog bands,
Oh yeah.
different prog rock bands. We were talking about this the last time, right?
Yeah.
Um, and dude, that shit's fucking hard, man.
There's
Because
so much good stuff.
I don't know if we decided on five or is it 10?
I think we should probably do 10.
Yeah,
Five
all
would be
right.
way too hard. Yeah,
Five is
five.
gonna be too hard. Yeah, no. All right,
Yeah.
10 sounds good.
10,
Um,
easily 10.
but today's actual episode is we're going to be talking about John Carpenter and our favorite Carpenter films. Um, and I mean, certainly you can even talk about how his music is definitely influential. That you hear it still today with a lot
I,
of
lo- I
stuff.
love his music personally.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah. I would love to have seen him. I don't know if he plays live every once in a while. No,
Every once in a while, yeah, I don't think he does like long tours or anything. He's kind of like semi-retired. I don't think he wants to do anything full
I
time.
wonder if you did the recently might have done South by Southwest or I don't know why it
Maybe.
sounds familiar, but
Okay.
I'm not sure what he's.
Yeah, he does like to play shows and stuff with his son and yeah, it's that would be really cool to see.
Yeah. Well, let's start off in new music. Movies. I know movies for sure, but
Yeah,
any new
yeah.
music?
Thereh always lots of both. I've been listening to the new Camelot album, and that's pretty
Right.
good. Yeah,
Yes.
it just came out Friday, and I actually got it Thursday at my record store because they ordered it for me and it came in early, so I've been listening to it. And
Nice.
it's really good. It's kind of almost a return to form. I feel like their last two albums were kind of they were starting to slip a little bit,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
one's a little bit more. This one reminds me kind of like the Ghost Opera album, which was
Oh
really
yeah.
good. So yeah, yeah. So I'm enjoying that. I'm still absorbing it. I've listened to it twice, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I don't know if a lot of it has to do with like Tommy Karavik.
He's
I
so
mean,
good.
he's an outstanding singer. When I
Yeah.
actually got to see them, um, on 70K actually.
Oh, sweet.
They were playing oh man, and that girl, she's in what band is she in right now? They had a backup singer.
Oh, to do like the female vocal parts and
Yeah, but she growls too. And she had her own band there too as well.
oh, okay.
I forgot the name, man.
I
Uh
know they've had a few. They've had a
yeah.
few female singer. I wonder if it's one of the ones that have been on any of the albums. It might not be. It might just be
She
someone
I think
else.
she might have been on the album too.
Okay.
She's pretty hot, man, smoking hot.
Because they've had almost most of their albums, or at least half of them have like parts with female vocals. Usually small
Yeah,
parts, but
yeah.
they like to do that.
And that's where Simone's got started knowing of Epica.
Oh yeah,
I think
oh
she
yeah.
got
She was
started.
on one of the Camelot albums.
She was on Epica, I think.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah,
Yeah, I
actually,
think
yeah.
she was on
That's
that
I
album, I
think that's
think.
where she got her band name. I think she
I
took it
think
from that
so.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
that's a great album too.
yeah,
Amazing.
other the early stuff and then with Roy Khan and just
Oh
all
yeah,
that. Yeah.
some of the
Really good
best.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
So Camelot, anything else? Any other new stuff?
As far as the music, I think I have not been hearing a lot of new releases this year. I think I've only maybe heard two or three.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. I don't know. Like every year I say, okay, I'm going to be better about it this year. I'm going to pay closer attention, and I've been paying less attention, I think. But
You know it's
usually by near the end of the year, I try to pick that up. I
I
don't
think
know.
for me, you put it on your queue and try to catch up. I haven't been able to catch up and but I'll be honest with you right now, I'm stuck on Sleep Terror.
Oh,
Um
cool.
the road is it Railroad to Dystopia? I think it's what
Okay.
it's called.
I've never
And
actually listened to that band. I
so
know the name.
it's just a two-man band, no vocals, super hard, like fucking technical tech death, pretty much. They can get jazzy, they can get good parts atheist, I would say,
Cool.
and cynic, and but I mean really fast. They can get just super brutal fast.
Wow.
Um, and what I love about them is on this one, I think they do a theme because for the first song, they actually do like a surf the surf rock thing,
Wow.
you know, and I'm a sucker for surf rock.
Yeah.
Um, but they do like the surf rock metal thing, you know, really fun.
That'd be
And then
interesting.
they actually incorporate what I would call Western metal. So like
Cool.
the old West, harmonicas and fucking slide guitar.
Wow.
Um, and it's just so much fun because it's just fucking wild to hear a harmonica with like metal, you know, like technical death metal in the background. And
Yeah.
it works really well. And
Wow.
what I was saying before is that it worked. The reason it works is because it changes so much.
Yeah.
So you're not always thinking, ah, fuck, this is gonna be an instrumental. It's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they actually keep it at you know, between 2.5 to 3 minutes. You know, they kind of
Oh,
they know that they know where they're at. You know,
yeah.
so they know how to keep your attention on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So I
I've
totally
heard the name. They've been around a while, haven't they? Like pretty
yeah,
big.
actually
Yeah.
I think they started off with shit, even just a drum machine, but now that they re-recorded everything. I think the first official album came out in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And then that's the one that's super wild, dude. Fucking like major jazz and a lot of crazy riffs thrown in there.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, Sleep Terror, totally recommend them. I've been talking about them a lot. Um, actually, I did a thrift, went thrifting at Savers.
Oh, cool.
So I just kind of wanted to show what I got. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with the Blu-rays first. So I
Cool.
got this cool Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, I've been wanting to rewatch that movie for so long
Yeah,
now.
dude, me too.
It's
So
great.
I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, it's $3.
Oh yeah.
Another great. It's stupid, but all three for three
Oh
dollars.
yeah. I love those
I
movies.
love them. They're the cheesiest jokes ever.
They're so funny though. Some of the funnier movies ever, I think.
Oh hell yeah!
I love Mike Myers.
Can't go
Oh,
wrong.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Classic. I love it. It still holds up so
Oh
well.
yeah, easily. I never thought to get this, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. T2, man.
Oh yeah, you got to have T2. That's a
Yeah.
mandatory movie to own.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then this one because this is our favorite. We watch every year. Um,
Oh yeah, I love it.
all the most of the Christmas the vacation movies are great. You know.
Oh, I love them. Yeah, no, they're classic. They hold up really well too. I was
Yeah.
watching a summer vacation not too long ago, and I was still laughing my ass off.
Is that the newest one?
Or was it summer vac? Or no, it was the first one. Is it just called Vacation?
Just yeah, the National
Yeah, yeah,
Lampoon's.
yeah. Summer was the one from the late '90s, or
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
think I know
think.
which one.
Yeah, no, I was just watching Vacation. I always call it Summer Vacation for some reason
Yeah.
because in comparison to Christmas, it's not Christmas, must be summer. But yeah,
Yeah. I that makes sense, dude.
I might like Christmas better though, to be honest.
I just love that they kept the station wagon, you know?
Yeah, the family truckster.
I love those, dude. I used to we used to have a green one and I
I
used
kind
to
of
do
miss
the same
those.
shit. I used to go to the back and just be a little shit, you know, the drivers and shit.
Yeah,
So
I kind of
yeah.
miss those station wagons.
Dude, I saw one that it's you know, have you ever seen those rounded couches
Yeah,
that are like sectionals, like L
yeah,
shaped?
yeah.
There's one that has an L shape inside the station wagon.
Oh my god,
It opens up, the side doors open up.
that's amazing.
So instead of having what is it?
So you could fit a couch in there. The doors open up so wide.
It's already part of the car. So it's
Oh, it
already
came
the
that way.
seating. Yeah, so
Holy
you could have a
shit,
freaking party. Yeah, dude.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Uh
Wow.
I'll show you a picture. I'm gonna move on to the DVDs,
Oh,
which
classic.
is Princess Bride. I have it on VHS, but I'm like,
Yeah,
why
I
not?
love it.
I used to have this one, and I'm wondering if this was actually mine, and my parents just gave it to neighbors. But
Oh, dude.
the
Yeah,
special, what is this one? The yeah special edition of
it's a nice addition.
yeah,
I love that
and
movie.
my
It's
all-time
timeless.
favorite since I was a kid, man. Can't go wrong. Stand and deliver.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. That's a
Yeah.
really great movie though.
It's loved Edward James Olmos and
Yeah,
all the other
no, he's
movies.
great.
Yeah.
Who else was in that movie that was famous?
Lou Diamond Phillips
Yeah, of course, on the cover, Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah,
and
I used to love that guy,
what's the name? Garcia? Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great movie. That's a really good movie.
Yeah. I don't know why. I loved watching as a kid, like a lot of those old Cholo movies, Stand
Yeah,
and Deliver and
yeah.
The Principal. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Was that from the
Uh
'90s or?
uh pretty sure it's mid 80s. It's with James
Oh
Belushi
shit,
or Jim Belushi,
Jim Belushi.
the the older one or the younger one? What is he?
Uh, John Belushi.
John.
Or Jim's the younger one. John's the one that's passed.
Okay, so then it's
Jim
Jim.
Belushi. Then
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
him. It's him basically taking over a really shitty school as a
Oh okay.
principal. And they told him, fucking run it however you want. And he has to throw down. Like
That
he
was
like
like a genre of movies back then.
yeah,
Just like
yeah.
it's
It's
like
it's
the I don't know what you'd call it, but
I don't know. I don't know. I like like what's his name? Morgan Freeman in Lean on Me.
Oh
It's
yeah,
another fucking great film, you
yeah, it
know.
is great.
So
Yeah,
I don't know. I like those kind of movies from that time where they're showing, just like
yeah, me too.
teens going through shit.
Yeah,
Um. All right. So we're almost to our main topic. Something that's been popping up a lot in the year. I mean, it's popping up everywhere. A lot of bands are really concerned, and they've been pretty much talking shit to various venues.
yeah.
And I think this is very important because ultimately this is the band's livelihood, right?
Oh yeah.
We're talking about merch cuts that their various venues are taking what, so in some cases 50%
Jesus Christ. And
of
this
the
has been
merch.
going on a while. This is probably what 10 years at this point. Probably.
Yeah.
I started reading about this. Yeah, probably 8, 10 years ago.
Yeah. And I feel like,
I
I'm
couldn't believe it.
guessing.
The first time I read about it, I'm like, "Are you kid? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. I don't know. I
Just
mean,
a,
are they trying to recoup from, because that's not the way,
I can't see it to be
you know?
honest. I've tried. I can't see it from the venue side. I mean, aren't
Yeah. I
they?
don't
They're
either.
already making a killing off alcohol sales, and
Oh my God. Yes.
I don't understand.
They should even just have like a alcohol special.
Yeah,
People fucking just keep buying.
I think these bands. I think they should start just like selling the merch out of their van or something, or
Yeah.
selling it across the street.
Yeah.
I've heard some are, but I've heard even some venues will try to crack down on that. I'm like, come on, you
Yeah.
can't.
You
You have
can't
no right
fucking
to do
force.
that.
No, you can't force fucking people to do that shit.
I want to say some bands have done that. They're like, just come out to our van and we'll just sell it to
Yeah.
you right out of the back of the van.
Fuck.
Who cares? What does it matter? I don't care
Yeah.
if I buy it in the parking lot or
No, no, I agree. I mean, it just sucks that that's that's what it's come down to now.
Yeah. I mean, some of these
And
bands, that's yeah, like you said, that's almost all the money they're making is selling T-shirts. They
yeah,
don't get hardly anything from ticket sales.
no.
They might get they might make like $50 a night to spread among 4 or 5 dudes.
Right. I mean, this is where they get their money to go eat. They go, gas,
Yeah,
try
and
to
they made that merch themselves. They
yeah.
paid for that out of pocket already.
Yeah, the first and then they even have to try to, what do you call it? Profit off that if they can, if they're
Yeah,
even able to, which if they're
yeah,
getting fucking pretty much it's just so bizarre.
it is bizarre.
I don't know. I don't agree
I've
with.
seen I've read some articles. Like there was an article in Decibel a couple years ago where like some bands are like, yeah, I get it, I can see their, but I don't know. I guess like, since I'm not in the business, I can't see that point of view.
Yeah,
But I'm sure 95% of all bands are not for it, if not 99%.
I agree. I mean, especially I would have to imagine that bands, really big bands, let's say for example Metallica, Iron Maiden,
Yeah,
Judas Priest, they probably don't even see this shit.
yeah. I was gonna say bands like that. That's probably it's not gonna hurt them, but yeah, death metal underground bands. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally taking a huge chunk of what they have to live off of and stuff.
And you know what makes it even harder is like when you go to the merch tables on a lot of those, like Iron Maiden, for example, Judas Priest, the shirts are 45, $50, dude.
Oh yeah, the bigger
They're not
bands.
cheap
Yeah.
anymore. They used to be
No.
25 bucks. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy two shirts or buy a
Yeah,
shirt.
they're $50 now.
Now so it's
And that's
like,
probably what the underground bands have probably had to raise their prices too. So I mean, I guess who's paying it now is us.
yeah,
But that I understand that though. I'd honestly I'd rather pay it than the burden to be on. I'd rather pay an extra $3 for a shirt than the burden to be on the band.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they need to raise their prices a little bit, I say go for it.
People are gonna buy them anyways. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't love paying, let's say $30 for a shirt, but if you have to mark it up a little bit,
yeah,
then that's fine.
to make up the difference.
It's
Yeah.
your job in your life. I can afford a couple extra bucks.
Yeah.
So, but still,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see it being fair at all.
It's funny because in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, I buy all kinds of dumb shit. So why not let it go to a good
Yeah,
cause,
exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's bizarre. I wonder where the concept, like, who came up with it and how it took off and all that.
I mean, it's out there now and it
For
sucks.
yeah, from what I hear, even a lot of the little no name venues are doing it. It's almost universal.
Yeah.
Not every I've heard there are some venues that took a stand. They're like, no, we're not going to do that, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I wonder if they're like, well, we're letting them use that space over there. It's a rental.
Yeah,
That's why we're charging them. Like,
and
I don't
it's
care, dude.
bizarre, because like they wouldn't even you wouldn't even have a venue if these bands didn't come and play.
Yeah.
Like, say if this band wasn't here this night, you wouldn't be making any money at all. So
Yeah.
they're the ones that are bringing the people. People aren't coming to your venue to buy overpriced drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
yeah.
it's almost like the bands are doing you favors.
So no shit, man.
I mean, or it goes both ways, but still, yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
All right. So I think I did want to talk about quickly, I guess. I wanted to did want to talk about oh god, what's his name?
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
Yeah.
You know, kind of duking it out with Ticketmaster and kind of looks like he won in that situation.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that until you brought it up to me.
So people were getting charged $25 a ticket. And then I saw some guy who bought 4 tickets. He paid $20 a ticket. He paid $80. And with all the fees, it came out to 172 or some shit like that.
So almost double.
Yeah. And so like they
Those
were like,
fees are ridiculous.
yeah, they're like, what the fuck? What? And he's like, we made these prices so fucking cheap on purpose,
Yeah.
so we can get people to come see us again.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get partial. It looks like,
and that's really cool of the Cure selling their tickets for $20.
Oh hell yeah!
They could probably ask for hundreds if they wanted to.
Yeah, because this is gonna be
enough.
like a comeback tour, no? So
they're such a cult band. They could probably ask for $200 and people would still show up.
Yep.
So that's saying a lot for them.
So I'm guessing people are gonna get probably like $45, $40 refund.
Wow, that's amazing. I love when people stand up like that to or for anything really.
Yeah, I mean, I think they know,
like Eddie Vedder did it in the 90s. Remember that?
Oh,
Eddie Vedder.
Right.
He did it with Ticketmaster too.
Yeah, too. Yeah,
same thing. Same thing. So I guess you need more people standing up for good causes when it comes down to it. People
hopefully,
that are
hopefully we'll see
in
more
positions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. People like that, people that have big names, they need to stand up for what's right and make changes happen.
Right.
Just imagine of all this, if even a small percentage of celebrities in this country tried to stand up for something good, they could change a lot, I think.
Yeah.
And they all have money. They all have more money than they would ever need. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot could change in this country, but a lot of people, unfortunately, are just greedy.
I mean, that's what it always comes down to, where it makes someone else. It puts them in a situation where it's like, whoa, wait a minute. I might not have my money after all. So
Yeah, or they look at it like not my problem.
yeah,
You know, I'm doing fine.
I see that being the case
Yeah, me too.
quite often actually. So
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I don't care. I don't care what other people are doing.
yeah,
Doesn't affect me. So
yeah,
yeah.
that sucks.
Hmm. So yeah, good for Robert Smith. That's awesome.
Yeah, it makes me feel better. I mean, I'm not gonna get a chance to see them. I know they're not gonna. I don't think they're coming anywhere close to here. Um, I
I'm actually
wanna
just kind of getting into The Cure over the last couple of years. I never really was interested
really,
in that before. Yeah,
really,
I had no interest
yeah,
growing up and stuff, and then because I only ever knew their really poppy songs, the ones that get played on the radio, and I don't like those songs at all. But they have some really really good deep cuts.
yeah,
Like I think it's their third album, something like that. It's called Faith.
yeah,
Really good album.
yeah.
Love it.
That they have a lot of really good songs, and um, it would be fun just to see that. You know what I mean? Just to have
I'd
seen them.
I'd go. Yeah.
I think right now I'm hoping for Enslaved
Ooh.
and Insomnium because they're gonna play
Oh shit.
together.
Oh, dude, that would
Uh,
be amazing.
and I think that's gonna be in April sometime.
Have they announced the tour yet, or they're still
Yeah,
waiting?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
announced already. I don't know the tour dates exactly,
Yeah,
but I
dude.
think if I try to make it, I think the Arizona one is gonna be on a Sunday, so I might miss Monday.
Don't miss that concert though. Have you seen Enslaved yet?
No, I want to see them.
I'd say they're one of the top tier live bands. I
Yeah.
saw them. I
Okay.
saw them one time and they blew my mind.
I want to see it because it's like my bucket list.
Yeah, they should be.
Um, like I know I forgot who I was talking to, or we're not not necessarily arguing about it, but I was saying that I felt like Enslaved took the real torch that Opeth left behind when they decided to change.
I think so too. Yeah, I see
I th-
those bands kind of having a similar
yeah,
trajectory.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And I know, I went and heard again a lot of the albums from after Heritage and whatever, and they're not bad. They're okay.
right,
They're not my cup of tea though. They're not my
right.
favorite. And
I
actually,
still am waiting for them to grow on me.
yeah,
I think
it's
someday,
been taking me
honestly, I
this
think they
long.
will. Yeah, I think they will grow on me.
It took me a long time. So
Yeah,
um,
me
I
too.
feel like not necessarily the crazy, weird proggy avant-garde stuff, but I'm saying that I feel like Enslaved are pretty. Yeah, I guess they're doing that now. What Opeth can't do anymore or refuse to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. They got proggy, but they stayed heavy too. So
Exactly.
I mean, they still aren't going to be for everyone, but at least they're still heavy.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And they
nothing
growl.
against Opeth. I still like Opeth. I still respect them. But, you know,
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah, there's a couple concerts I want to see coming up. I want to see Ghost and Amon Amarth in August. I'm definitely going to try to see that, and I think it's next month. I'm going to go see Toto and Journey.
where?
Here, just near me.
No
Yeah, they're on
way,
they're on a they're on a U.S. tour right now.
dude.
Honestly, I only want to see Toto. I only like the first three Journey albums, and I'm sure they don't play that stuff anymore.
Yeah,
So I might not even. I'll probably watch them. I should at least stay, but
it
yeah,
might be fun.
I just love Toto. I'm not.
I think this idea is very important. I think if anything, do that right to watch these bands because what did we just see the other day? We saw I forgot his name, Rossington from Leonard Skinner, who passed away.
That's
He
true.
was
That's true.
the last original member, and
That's
it kind of
true.
bummed me out because I'm like, fuck, like that's
That's
it. Like
true.
there's no more left. Nobody else left. So I feel like it's important for us to be able to, um, when we have a chance to watch those bands. I know I still want to see Blue Oyster Cult, and I
Me
know Blue
too.
Oyster Cult was supposed to hit up one of those concerts, one of those
Yeah,
dates.
I really want to see them too.
It would have been great, especially now that they I feel like they still have a lot of juice left. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
seem to still be going strong.
yeah,
I can't imagine for too much longer though. I think
yeah.
Buck Dharma, I think, is in his 70s. I'd say they probably only have at most. I'd I'd struggle to see 5 more years, but I
I
mean
think couple, yeah,
they're still in good shape and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
I could see a
So
couple of
yeah,
people.
that next chance we get might be our last to see them.
That's why I want to, get as
I missed like I've missed at least one or two opportunities to see BOC. So
me too.
I'm not gonna the next one. If I get another chance, I'm not
Yeah,
missing.
I think
Yeah.
for me it's them, the Steve Miller Band, and I know we got to see Kansas. I've seen Kansas twice, but I don't.
Oh
I
yeah, I need
would.
to see Kansas.
I want to see them again because on this
Yeah.
coming the 50th anniversary tour,
Yeah.
they're gonna play everything. I think from the
I like
beginning.
how they've been playing these anniversary tours of their albums too.
Yeah,
I
that's when I saw
have
them.
some of the live albums.
Yeah,
They sound great. They sound phenomenal.
they just sound really fucking good, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
I
like,
mean, they're tight and I think they're as good as they've ever been.
yeah, yeah. We're talking about the drummer being badass too.
Oh yeah, Phil Ahart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a
No,
great drummer.
they're yeah, great band live, and
Yeah.
it's fun. I don't know. It's kind of crazy because also like you would think, um, they have
Kansas were
heavy.
on tour with I think they were on tour with Leonard Skinner not too long ago, like a year ago.
I think they might have been.
Yeah, because I remember looking it up and I saw that, but they weren't coming to my area. But yeah, so that was probably the last tour for Rosington.
Yeah, yeah. That bums me out.
Yeah,
That's why I feel like, uh, even in that regard, I feel like we need to preserve this music. We were talking about
yeah.
this a while back. I was saying that like it's important. I think like the younger generations. I'm not sure what they're listening to, but
No,
if they're listening to Machine Gun Kelly or whatever the fuck's out now, they really need to
like
be
I can
aware.
tell you, my son is 14. He
Yeah.
doesn't like Machine Gun Kelly at all. He likes Alice in Chains.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's hard to say. He doesn't represent all 14-year-olds, but like a lot of
Yeah.
his friends are into like he has this one buddy who's into Slayer and Metallica and Megadeth.
That's
So
pretty cool.
I think they're kind of all over the map a little bit, but just like we
Yeah.
were when we were that age.
Yeah, at that age was crazy because it was like you're just like a sponge just coming,
Yeah, you
letting
don't
it
really
all
know
come
what
in.
you like yet.
Yeah, exactly. You are not shit. I think I'm barely in really at an age where I'm like really into progressive metal
Yeah,
and like melodic death metal.
yeah, yeah,
And the other stuff that's in between has to be really fucking good. Like there's a lot of black metal bands that really catch my attention, but
yeah.
they have to be really good.
Right.
And
You're not just gonna listen to an average.
no, no, because that's what it's come down to. I mean,
Yeah,
um,
I'm getting there myself, where it's
yeah,
like you better blow me away on the first listen, or I might
yeah,
not come back to you ever.
yeah. And I think part of it sucks because, um, not to say that we're jaded, but that we've just heard so much
Yeah, exactly.
that it's like,
Almost like we're spoiled, really.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna say is like,
And it actually it kind of hurts things as much as we can't control it because we're not
yeah,
giving as much time to bands as probably they deserve. Like as
I
much
agree.
time to let it soak in.
I,
And
I mean,
I
it
only
happens a
really
lot.
learned that like last year with the Devin Townsend album because I was like
Yeah,
I was listening to the singles as he was putting them out because I was so interested. So every time he put out a single, I was listening to that single like 30 times.
yeah,
And I was like, every time I listened to it, my opinion changed. And I was like, oh, this is what it was like when I was younger to actually spend a proper amount of time with things.
yeah,
Because I remember some of those singles, first time I heard them, oh, that's pretty good.
yeah,
I don't think I really like this song too much. And then I come back to it a couple weeks later. I love this song now.
yeah.
And if I'd have just thrown it out after one listen, I wouldn't have reached that point.
That's a very good point you make because there's so many bands now pumping out records, pumping out
Yeah.
albums
Yeah.
at our age, at time and age, and
And people want to try and hear all of it.
yeah, and it's hard to catch. It's hard to fucking catch up to all of it,
It is.
and it's impossible. There's just so much.
And you
Yeah.
can't dedicate time to all of it.
No,
So there's going to be probably some albums that are great, and you're just not going to know it.
yeah,
That's just how it is.
yeah. I think I'm finding out now still albums that I hadn't heard in 2022 then I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
fuck, that's a fucking good album. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah, I bought a bunch of albums lately because from my record store, and I was like, "Oh, these are new albums." And I looked at the date, and they're from 2022, and I was like, "Oh, well, at least I'm getting them now."
hey,
You
they're
know?
new to you, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's it's still new to me. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
So,
that. No, yeah. It God damn it, I want to be writing this, man, saying we need to preserve this shit.
oh yeah,
The younger generations need to hear,
it's true.
old school stuff. I feel
It's
like
true.
it leads to where we are right now.
It does.
It's a fucking clear path to where the
Yeah.
music is right now.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, let's face it, not without even uh being judgmental or whatever, but there's probably not ever going to be another Leonard Skinner or another Blue Oyster Cult.
no,
The music industry right now is so fucking weird.
yeah,
I mean, obviously metal is still great and it
yeah.
always will be. But as far as like mainstream music, I mean, what are the good mainstream artists right now? Do you know of any?
I I don't know any.
I'm sure there's some promise somewhere, but I mean, I don't know. I always said the last really good rock band to me was Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything that
I,
caught my attention like that in the last 20
would
years.
Foo Fighters count of anything? You
I'm
know?
not a Foo Fighters fan. I know people that are, but I'm not into it. I just don't like Dave's voice and
Yeah.
um I will admit, like I remember I checked out this Foo Fighters album. It's not new at this point. I think it was when I was like 20 or 21, and I actually thought it was pretty good. So maybe I just haven't really uh, given them enough of a shot.
Oh, I mean, I'm not a big. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I just like a couple of the songs, but
Yeah,
I wonder if they would count as a.
they're probably the closest as it gets because I remember Rush
Yeah.
them saying they're like they would actually name drop Foo Fighters, whereas they would get that question like, "What do you think are the good rock
Ah,
bands?" And they're like, "We think Foo Fighters are good. We haven't heard much else that we like. We
yeah.
like Foo Fighters, and that's all we can really say." So
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for
That's
Rush to
tough.
name drop you, that's got to be saying
No
something.
shit, right? That's that's a tough question, dude. What the fuck? What's a good mainstream rock band? I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, what's popular right now is kind of like more indie rock and stuff. So I'm sure
yeah.
there's for fans of that, I'm sure there's some good stuff out there, but that stuff doesn't really strike me too much.
Also, you
Um,
have to consider, longevity. Maybe some of these
yeah,
guys have a hit single and they're gone after that.
yeah, and
Um,
then the industry is so different now. I mean,
yeah.
remember when we were kids? Remember how many different record labels there were? Like
Oh
big
yeah.
major. There's like three major record labels now. They all bought each other out. Um,
Really?
yeah, there's like very few majors
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I mean, when we were kids, there was probably 30 major record
Yeah.
labels, maybe more, maybe 50. Yeah, now there's only a small handful. There's like Sony.
Sorry.
I don't know if Capitol exists still. There's like
I
maybe
doubt.
five.
Yeah.
They just all bought each other out. There's like a monster just eating the other fish, basically.
Jeez.
Yeah, they basically just consolidated
Yeah.
because music just doesn't. It's not as record sales are nowhere near what they used to be. Although they are
Oh,
on the rise,
yeah.
they're picking up a little bit. They're never going to be what they were in the 90s.
I think vinyl, especially, right? It's picking.
Vinyl picked up a lot, and I've
Yeah.
heard because I have a buddy that works at a record store locally here, and he said that CDs are selling more now than they have in the last 20 years.
Wow.
But he said it's marginal, but
Yeah.
it's on the rise. Like because I go to we only have one record store in my town, and for the longest time, every time I'd go in there, I go in there like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
I'd go in there 9 times out of 10, I'd be the only person in this store. And now I'll pull up, it'll be a full parking lot, and I see
Oh
kids
shit.
in there, I see teenagers.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen a teenager in a record store since I was a teenager, and
Whoa.
now I'm
Yeah.
seeing teenagers buying vinyl, and it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I'm proud of these kids.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, dude. Yeah.
They don't have to buy. They know full well they don't have to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
They know more than anybody. And they're paying money for music. They know they don't need to buy, but
Yeah.
it's good to see.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I want to change. I'm still. I feel like I use Apple Music a lot, and but I'm like I feel like I want to use it now as like, do I like this band or not enough to buy the
Yeah,
albums and then
that's what
buy
I
the
do. Yeah,
yeah
that's what I do as far as streaming and stuff like that. I only use it to like determine, yeah, if I want to go buy it.
yeah, and damn, I need to go do what is it called? Because I don't know where it's like pre-orders, where you like order stuff and then get it ahead of time. So I need to
Yeah,
start
I don't
doing
do
stuff
that
like
too
that.
super often either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
usually pre-order stuff. Sometimes I'll pre-order online. A lot of times I'll do it at my local record store. I'm friends with one of the dudes that works there, so I'll just text him, be like,
yeah.
"Hey, can you pre-order this for me?" All the time.
Oh, that's nice.
And so he'll just order it while he's at work for me, and I don't have to pay shipping.
Do they have posters and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah. They've
That's cool.
it's not the best record store in the world, but
Yeah.
it's what we have. So, but yeah, they got posters. They used to sell DVDs. They don't really do that anymore, but they got vinyl, CDs, not a whole lot on tapes. And then it's kind of a head shop too. They'll have like incense burners and stuff, hippie
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's been around. I think it's been around since the '80s.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, the owners are so old now that I mean they have to be in their late '70s. They they don't even work there anymore. They'll come in every now and
Yeah.
then, talk to people and stuff. But yeah, it's a cool store.
I've gone to a few record stores, but we were able to go to Amoeba Music in
Oh yeah.
Los
Oh
Angeles.
man. Oh,
Dude, that
it's
shit's ridiculous, man.
Amoeba's like top tier.
Yeah.
I've been to the one in San Francisco, and the San
Fuck.
Francisco location used to be a bowling alley, so that'll tell you how big the
Oh,
store is.
yeah.
I
Damn.
mean, you would need to spend at least 3 or 4 hours,
Yeah.
when you go in,
Well, yeah, you have to plan it out for sure. Like that
and
has to be it has to
yeah,
be
your
accounted
half your
for.
day.
Yeah,
You
dude.
don't want to just stop in there. You don't want to do that to yourself because you're just gonna.
If you're
Well,
in
you
a
also will
rush,
spend a lot of money too, though.
yeah, I
I
think
wouldn't be able to make it out without.
at least a couple hundred, no? Or maybe
Exactly,
at
yeah.
least more, dude. Maybe 300.
A
Make it a good
couple
trip.
hundred minimum,
Yeah.
yeah. It blew me away because I'd never been to a record store before that has like a black metal section, just all black metal,
Yeah.
the whole section.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
And then they have so many freaking concert DVDs. I fucking loved
Yeah,
it, dude.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I like those too.
because that's what I also want to start collecting.
And documentaries, yeah. Oh, I have an
Mhm.
Enslaved one you'd probably like.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you got to get the Enslaved live DVD. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Is that
Awesome.
on? Are they on Nuclear Blast?
Yes,
Okay,
currently,
I
yeah.
could probably get it through there.
I gotta say though, I still haven't listened to their new album. I'm gonna listen to it today. I bought it. I've had it for 4 or 5 days now.
Okay,
I have no excuse
okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
other than I think I got sidetracked by the Camelot album. But
Probably. I mean, yeah. I mean,
well, I'm a bigger Enslaved fan, so that doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I've been anticipating this Camelot album for some reason. So
that's funny.
yeah.
I was gonna ask you though. Have you seen um What's in My Bag and
Oh
YouTube?
yeah, I love it.
Love that show, right?
I'll watch it of even people that I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I wonder what this guy's into.
it's so interesting. It is
Yeah,
so just to see their mindset. Like,
yeah.
I was I couldn't stop laughing at what's his name from Mayhem, Necro
Attila
Butcher.
or
Necro
Necro
Butcher.
Butcher.
Yeah,
They did an episode with him.
yeah, dude.
What did he buy? I
Like,
didn't see that
I think
one.
it was like The Cure or like Depeche Mode or something like that, and
Okay, I could see
bunch of
that.
stuff.
That's like stuff that black metal guys are into when they're maybe not super as into black metal now.
Yeah,
They're still into really like grim, dark music
darker
stuff.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I could see that.
yeah. And he was a fucking sweetheart. He wasn't like all stupid and drunk, whatever.
Oh yeah, like his reputation. Yeah,
Yeah. Was it the
no, yeah, fuck you.
who are you? Fuck, fuck them.
No,
Fuck you.
have you seen that Sam Dunn did they did a redo together?
Yes.
Yeah, where he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry, I was
Yeah.
just super drunk," and he's like, that was not. I was in a bad mood, and
Yeah. He's like, when you rephrase it like that,
yeah,
then that makes sense.
yeah. I like how he apologized though. He's
Yeah.
like, "I'm sorry, that was not right. I shouldn't have treated you that way," but I didn't mean to either. I was just
And
drunk.
it was funny because the other dude, I forgot who was it? The guy with long black hair was just fucking laughing, trying not to.
Oh yeah, one of the other Mayhem guys, right?
Yeah.
He
Just
didn't say
cover,
anything.
he was
He didn't
just
say.
covering his face,
He
laughing.
just kind of looking down. He didn't say one word. He didn't even talk during that whole thing.
uh
Who was that? Well, I think that was their guitarist who left a while back.
Yeah, I think
The guy from Ara Noir. Yeah,
yes.
I'm pretty sure it was him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He didn't say one word. I think he was a little embarrassed. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would have been like, dude, this is your shit, man. This is your interview.
yeah,
You
because he
handle it.
probably wasn't drunk, so he was probably like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this is going badly."
that's funny. Yeah, I love watching a lot of the Sam Dunn documentaries, but I honestly I get so irate watching his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I stopped watching that like 2
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
I felt like they pandered way too much. They
Mhm.
asked for money way too much. Like, oh, make sure they constantly bringing up their Patreon, and some of their reviewers too. I think were just kind of I don't know what the word would be. Some of their reviewers rub me the wrong way,
Same, same
but
thing
I
for me.
like some of them. I like Sarah. I like
Yeah,
Sarah. I
she
don't
has
think I
really
liked.
cool album recommendations on her Instagram.
Oh, okay. I should
She
give her a
always says,
follow.
and yeah, because I was like, oh, because we were talking about who was it Stormkeep?
Oh, I love Stormkeep.
There was another band.
That's
Released
probably
they
one of
released
the
the
best
two
black
EPs.
metal albums Moonlight Sorcery.
Them.
Yeah,
I realized I heard their first one, right?
yeah.
And then she shared on her Instagram that they
I
had
like the
another
second
one.
one much more.
Okay.
I thought the second
Yeah.
one was way better.
See, that's the only reason I found out is that there was even a
Okay.
second one where she put it up on her Instagram. And I was like, oh shit,
I
there's
didn't
another
know
one.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
So
cool. Yeah. I
yeah.
don't think I like any of the others, to be honest.
I don't either, dude. I
And
don't.
not that I hate them or anything, but they just kind of rub me the wrong way. And Sam, he's so out of touch with metal. Like,
Yeah, I know.
all he listens to is
Gojira.
like Opeth and Gojira and Enslaved, and it's like, dude, I might get it. I get it, but yeah.
I feel like he just takes
He's
the
an all right.
easy
He
way
seems
out.
like he's an all right guy.
Yeah, no, of course. I know he is. Yeah.
I loved his Rush documentary. He did a great job on that.
Oh, I need to watch that. I haven't seen that.
It might still be on Netflix. I don't know. This was like 3 years ago that I watched it. But he did a
Yeah.
killer job.
I'll look for that.
Yeah, it's called Beyond the Lighted Stage. It's
Oh,
great.
okay. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Don't miss that one.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize this. You have to be at least 2.5, 3 hours from Canada, no?
Oh yeah, I'm probably 2 hours. Yeah, we're
Dude,
pretty close.
it like blew my mind because I was like, Idaho's probably over here on the side and blah blah. I didn't realize how far it went up.
We touch Canada.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, 7, 8 hours to Astoria. Well, how the fuck far is he from? And then when you gave me the address, I looked up the city and I was like, holy shit.
yeah. I need to
Yeah.
go. I've only been. This is weird, but I've only been to Canada once. I need to go back. And this I went. It was so long ago that I went that you didn't used to need a passport.
Oh shit, really?
Since it was an adjacent country, but now you
Yeah,
need a passport, and I don't even
yeah,
have one, so I'd have to
yeah,
apply for a passport. So
yeah,
people
man.
back then would just drive to Canada for fun.
For Punting,
Oh
Punting.
yeah, I actually have never had that, but it sounds good.
It looks good. Gravy
Yeah,
and curds. I mean, can't go wrong.
there's a cafe here in town that supposedly has a really good one, so I'll have to
Tell you,
try it.
we'll have that not the boys' night, but you know what I mean, where I
Yeah,
the once a year over or whatever,
yeah,
hang out. We should maybe make a day of going to Canada or something.
yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. I need to go back, like I said.
I was gonna ask you, what's the closest place to fly into?
Spokane, Washington. It's about 45 minutes away.
Oh, fuck.
The
Okay,
airport.
sweet.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not that bad.
Yep. That's yeah, and that's a fairly large city too. So
Yeah, it
like
is.
there's stuff to do there.
Yeah,
They got record stores, and yeah, it's the
yeah.
second largest city in Washington.
How often do you go? Do you go?
Well, I go there a lot for work, so I'm there like once a week.
Okay.
And when I'm there for work, I'll go to record stores
Yeah,
sometimes.
just chill. Make the best
Yeah,
of it, right?
yeah. I'm like I'm already here. I'm not paying for gas, so I'll go. Yeah, I'll do stuff that I want to do.
That's cool, dude. Um, so I think let's start on our list on
Yeah,
our top.
yeah. I'm
We
ready.
were gonna do top 10 originally, but I know we're saying I think top five fits perfect
I think
for
yeah,
this.
because I think he only has like 15 movies, so
Yeah,
10 would be like almost all of them.
yeah, including yeah, I get you. Like to
Yeah.
do all of that. And
Although I
then
mean, he does have a valid 10. There, you could definitely take 10 and say these are all great.
the
But
perfect 10. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
we could do that one day. Maybe we can do that.
yeah, yeah. Or
I
we
was
could,
gonna
or we
ask
could
you,
name them as honorable mentions if we want
what
to.
kind of coffee are you drinking?
I'm drinking this. Oh shit, what's it called? It's like a Mexican brand. I'm pretty sure you can get it nationwide. Or
Uh-huh.
ah man, I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
I'll have to let you know. It's pretty good though.
I
It's cheap and
yeah.
it's really good.
Okay. Because I see it gulping it down. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
what is
I've been
it?
hitting the coffee. Yeah, I just drink mine just typically black. I usually don't put anything in it, but
Okay.
it's a stronger. It's a pretty strong coffee, but it's good Mexican coffee.
How long did that take you where you could drink it straight? Just
It took a long time. Yeah, I used to put all kinds of sweetener and stuff in there, and
yeah.
then I think it was when I went through this phase where I was overweight and I was just I needed to cut back my sugar. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to stop putting stuff in my coffee. And at first, I hated it. I was like, this is disgusting. And now I have no problem. You know, I probably haven't put anything in my coffee in like 3 or 4 years.
That's so funny because I see that and I'm like, fuck, I want to be like that too.
It
Like
takes time.
straight, you know.
Yeah, you got to just slowly do it, and your palate just kind of adjusts.
Have
But
you,
if someone puts something in it for me, I'm not going to turn
yeah.
it down.
Had you seen there's a the documentary called Dr. Death. Um and it's this guy basically who was hired as a third party to take samples from a certain concentration camp to see
Oh
if they were
shit!
actually using gas
Oh wow!
in one of the gas chambers. And so he did all the samples and stuff like that. And he didn't find anything in there. He
Interesting.
he didn't find any evidence or anything like that. But
So it must be like a toxin. It goes into your body probably, and
yeah, so
yeah.
so he was like, "Oh, it was fake." He went on to think himself, "Oh, the whole thing was fake and whatever." But that's just part of his story in the documentary. And one of the
Oh,
things,
that's dangerous when you started getting
yeah,
into the Holocaust denying shit.
yeah, dude, it's super dangerous. So he
Yeah.
got in trouble. He got in trouble. I mean,
Oh, I'm sure he did.
eventually, but he actually would take. He perfected the lethal injection, and he perfected different ways of executing people.
Oh wow.
One of the creepy parts is that he took apart one of the electric chairs to
Yeah.
make it better fitted. And when he was taking pictures, he said that there was pictures, images left of like people in the chair.
Yeah.
So he would take pictures just to make sure he knew how to put it back together.
Oh,
And
that's
then there was
creepy.
like this residual, there's like these things in the images that he didn't anticipate.
Really?
That was like some of the scariest shit.
That is
But
scary.
the
We've
most
outlawed.
interesting,
We don't use electric chairs anymore, right?
no,
Those are pretty much gone. Yeah.
no, not anymore.
Those are way too
Or
inhumane.
gallows. We can't hang people anymore.
Which
Uh,
there was like, I want to say there was a state that still hung people until like the last 10 years. Was it Texas?
there might have been.
I
No,
can't
I don't
remember. I
think
want
we
to
haven't
say,
had that for a while.
yeah, no, I want to say there was one state that held on to it for way too long.
Could have
Like
been Alabama. No, not Alabama. Um,
probably somewhere in the South,
it has to have been somewhere in the South. Yeah, dude.
Mississippi or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what was interesting about him is that he would always get migraines. So his thing was 15 at minimum, he said, cups of coffee,
Jesus.
black, and
Oh my
cigarettes.
god. That's like what, 3 pots of coffee?
Dude,
Probably.
yeah.
I mean,
So,
I've had my days where I've probably drank that much, but that's not a daily thing.
right.
Uh, I'm like usually I'm only like 2 cups a day. On the weekends, I'll drink a little more.
Yeah.
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 Jesus. So
I wanna try
his
different.
profession maybe was fucking his head up or something.
I think what it is, yeah, he was just kind of always taking things apart, putting it together.
Yeah.
So he was always like in a tinkering with things, garage type thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense. That's like him just drinking coffee, fucking around
Yeah.
all,
And
all,
it
all
is
night.
addictive too. The more
Oh yeah,
if you drink that much, you have to drink that much. Like I can't if I don't have any coffee by about noon, I'll start getting really bad headaches. makes. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah,
the
so
caffeine, huh?
even I'm addicted to it for
Yeah.
sure. Even if it's only a couple cups a day, I
Yeah.
can't go without.
Yeah. What is your mug?
It's from Seinfeld,
The
the
human
human fun.
fun. I love it. Fucking George, man.
It was the Festivus episode too.
Yeah. They end up getting in trouble for that, no?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so-
because he tries to steal a like a $20,000 check from his boss
yeah.
because he created this fake
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
charity.
Yeah. God damn. Love
Classic.
that show.
Yeah, it's my
Um,
favorite.
yeah, dude. I'll uh I'll have to send you another package then. So okay, so let's get down to our list. But I'm gonna start off
Yeah,
with just an honorable mention. And this is
sure.
mostly an honorable mention because um it's mostly Carpenter.
Yeah,
So of course I'm talking about body bags.
dude, that's
Uh,
funny you mentioned that because I have never heard of that until today. And earlier when I was reading, I was like, this looks really cool.
yeah. So body bags is really cool. Um, it's kind of like a anthology, I would say.
Okay,
I think there's three or four different stories.
I love a good
You're
anthology.
gonna love the one about the hair. Trust
Okay,
me, you're just gonna be fucking laughing your ass off on that one.
yeah, I'm gonna track this
Um,
one down.
Toby Hooper did the one with Mark Hamill.
Oh shit!
Uh, yeah, it's called The Eye,
Oh shit!
and but Carpenter did most of the other stories.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Looks like he did two of the segments.
Yeah, but what's funny because like in between the segments, it's him in like the morgue or something like that talking. He looks all like zombied out almost,
Oh,
and
he's in the movie.
yeah, he's in the movie. He's like
That's funny.
kind of narrating
Oh, okay.
in between the stories. It's really fucking good.
Oh, sweet.
If you have Tubi, I'm pretty sure it's on Tubi. Just so you can get it, check it out and stuff. Um,
Sure.
but for me, that's one of my honorable mentions. Again, just again because he's not really all the way in there. It's not really his film. It's kind of him and Toby.
Yeah, the collaborative effort.
hmm
Yeah.
Do you have um
Yeah,
honorable mention? Okay,
I
or
could
two.
probably throw in a few, and I won't go into a lot of detail, but um the few that didn't make my top five that I really am bummed that they couldn't, but I just I like some of his others so much more.
Sure.
Prince of Darkness from 1987 is a really cool movie.
Okay.
A lot of people call that like a Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah.
I would agree that I could see that being a Lovecraft story. That's a really good one, really good soundtrack too.
Yes.
I really wanted In the Mouth of Madness from 1994 to make my
It's a great
list,
one.
but
Yeah.
I just Sam Neill's awesome.
Yeah.
I
That
just
should
couldn't do it.
a
If
fucking
that's
trippy ass movie.
it is, I know. That's probably my favorite that did make the list. Um, and I mean, I love The Fog, but again, I just couldn't shoehorn it in here. Um, The Fog's classic.
Beautiful.
Um,
I love that movie too. Yeah.
and I even like stuff like a lot of people kind of shit on vampires. I love vampires.
It's corny,
Yeah, with
but it's
what's
got
his
what's his
name?
name?
James Woods.
Yeah, James Woods, man. He
He's
rules.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome in this. Uh, I, I I I like it. I don't know. It gets shit on a lot. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but yeah. And then he's got some other stuff that I like that I'm not as familiar with, like Assault on Precinct 13. It's a cool
Oh, that was
movie.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever seen it once, and I really
Yeah.
liked it, but so I just couldn't. Christine is
Got
good,
you.
but
Yeah.
I haven't spent as much time with that. I have
Same.
Starman, and yeah, I have most of his movies.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah,
Now, you want to get started on your first pick then? Well, since you're our guest.
sure. Let's see. I always like to get the dates right. So,
Mhm.
oh wow, I don't remember this being from. Let me see.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of the same.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I didn't grab it. Maybe I don't have this. I thought I had it, but okay. Yeah, we'll probably have a lot of, like I said, a lot of crossover. Yeah, I guess I don't have. So this is the only one I don't have a physical copy of. But from 1981, Escape from New York.
Yeah,
That's
same.
gonna be. Is that your number five?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I actually like Escape from LA too because I saw that in the theater
Oh, dude,
when I
is
was
that
a
the one
kid.
where he with the basketball?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fucking cord. I
I
love
mean
it, dude.
it's kind of dumb, but
Yeah,
it's I thought it was enjoyable for what it is. But yeah,
yeah,
Escape from New York is great.
dude, the
You got
cast.
yeah, the cast is amazing. Ernest Borgnine is the cabbie or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Um, who is it? Who
And then you have the very
Donald Pleasance,
Donald Pleasance.
who's amazing. Oh, Lee
Dude,
Van Cleef.
Lee Van Cleef, dude, fucking amazing. Um, and the busty Adrienne Barbeau.
Adrienne Barbeau, yeah, who
Yeah,
she's been in a lot of Carpenter
she's
stuff.
in a lot of them. Yeah,
Yeah, she's great.
and of course, we can't forget fucking Isaac Hayes
Isaac Hayes, yeah,
and
Tom Atkins.
oh, thrill me. Uh,
Tommy
Kurt
Atkins is
Russell.
amazing. Yeah. Oh
Can't go.
man, Snake
Can't
Plissken.
forget him.
Who he was basically Snake Plissken was basically Kurt Russell just doing a Clint Eastwood impression.
Yeah,
That's basically that was his model basically for Snake Plissken. Just he
that's
was
so
just trying to
fucking.
be.
That's so fucking cool. But what I love about it is like the name, just the name
Yeah,
Snake Plissken. What's even better is I'm gonna go on a limb to say that Hideo Kojima took this
he
idea
did.
probably,
No, you're
right?
right. No, he's admitted to it. Yeah, Solid Snake
Yeah,
from Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, no,
voice. Yeah,
he exactly did that
yeah,
with the eye patch and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's admitted to it, which is awesome.
How cool is that? That you're making all these movies. 1981. You're making these movies musically and in other ways. You're like inspiring people at the same time.
Yeah,
Like that's so fucking cool, man. That's rad, dude.
yeah. The whole storyline is cool. I love how it's like it's kind of like a apocalyptic
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Like it's set in the future of 1997 and the world is pretty fucked up and it's not quite like Mad Max fucked up, but it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
And
it's not desert like
yeah,
Fallout.
yeah, but
Um,
it's getting there.
it's getting there. Yeah, yeah,
It's like shit's pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
the
like
whole
those
city of New
weird.
York is a prison.
Yeah, it's so stupid, but it's great. I don't know, like these absurd ideas that just so funny. Like, and then those weird. They're like kind of like zombies or what are they? They just come out and just fucking run at people and shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what those were. Those little
Yeah,
monster guys.
yeah,
I actually forgot. I forgot about that until you mentioned it. I
yeah,
As much as I love this movie, I haven't seen it for probably like 15 years. But it's one of those movies just always it's always like I don't ever forget about it or
yeah,
it's it's always with me
yeah.
in
It's a great.
ways.
That's why it's memorable. It's just so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like just I love Kurt Russell.
yeah, dude. He's probably one of my favorites of all time. Favorite actors of all time.
Yeah, and I mean he's not just good at action. Like he's a fairly good serious actor too.
Yeah,
Like look at movies like Tombstone and even recent stuff like what was that Western
Bone
Bone
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's just a great actor, you know.
That was fucking gnarly, dude.
Yeah, I love Bone
Yeah,
Tomahawk.
it
I think
was
that's
good.
one of the better movies of recent years.
Yeah.
It's
That whole idea is fucking wild. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's recommended anyone listening that haven't
Oh
seen
yeah.
Bone Tomahawk,
Yeah.
get on it. Get on that shit.
Yeah. It looks like it's a low budget film. I mean, it probably was,
It is,
but
yeah.
it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's amazing.
So since that was also my number fifth pick, I'll go with my fourth pick, and then you can go to your fourth pick.
Yeah. We'll see
Right.
how many times we overlap.
Yeah. Not I'm sure this one we won't since you already had it in your honorable, which was Prince of Darkness, 1987.
Yeah.
I love this. It's one of the first films that I saw um growing up, I would say.
Oh wow. See, I didn't see it until like 5 years ago,
Okay.
or
Yeah,
else I think I could
there
rank it
was
higher.
always I think there was a time when me and my friend Mike, Big Mike, we rented it just for the fuck of it, and we were watching it, we're just laughing because it's so funny. Like but again, Donald Pleasance, Victor Wong,
I love
um
Donald Pleasance.
yes, it's so good.
Yeah.
Dennis Dunn.
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Remember
Yep,
that?
yep.
He plays
He's
one of the homeless guys.
he's one of the homeless dudes, and I think he even kills somebody really cool with like
I think he did.
a
Yeah,
microphone, or what is he?
I
I
can't
forgot what he
remember.
uses. Like, it's really cool. Yeah,
Oh yeah, because they start storming the building, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And then Peter Jason's in it. I forgot his. He's in a lot of these movies. Uh, but yeah, I mean, again, great cast, great idea. This whole idea of
Unique movie too. Very
this,
unique.
yeah, the liquid in the
Yeah,
being the devil or Satan or whatever the fuck it is.
yeah. Or
Um,
it's kind of unexplained, isn't it? It's evil, and
yes,
it's like yeah. I think it's kind of like the Antichrist or something.
yeah, something like that.
Like
And
they don't fully know what it is. They just know
no,
that it's bad.
yeah, and that's why they're all doing. They have all these like scientists trying to figure it out and shit like that.
Yeah,
And the girl who just her face just kind of like I think it's like oozes or something. It's like all over the place.
it's kind
Um,
of like almost a zombie movie in a way, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, because some of those dudes, like Alice Cooper, he kind of looks really weird and off in that one.
yeah,
The way they have him. So
yeah.
it
He looks
kind of
like he's
shows you.
already like 60 years old, and
Yeah, yeah. No shit. Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
he probably was like 40 already at that point.
yeah. Because I mean, wasn't he in? I don't know. That was Aerosmith in Wayne's World.
Oh no, he was in Wayne's World too. Yeah,
Oh no shit. Okay, he was.
yeah. Aerosmith or one of the two. Aerosmith was in one, and then Alice Cooper was in one of the others. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
they start talking about. They start.
The city of Milwaukee.
Yeah, the facts.
Yeah,
What it means. Like, isn't it
yeah,
like friend something or?
yeah. Something Native American.
Yeah, the shit was
Yeah,
too. That is too fucking funny, man.
yeah, yeah. It was great.
Oh yeah, my fourth pick would be Prince of Darkness. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I wish I could have that higher. I just am not as familiar with it, but I do own it.
yeah.
I only saw it for the first time like 5 years ago, and now I really want to rewatch it. I've seen it only one time, so but I liked it a lot. It's got a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
All right, so my number four is going to be They Live. Uh,
Ooh.
I could have easily put this higher because I this is one of the Carpenter movies that I kind of like grew up with, which
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with all of them necessarily. And I watched this recently, and I have this cool.
Is that 4K?
No, it's just a regular DVD, but it's a Scream Factory, so
Oh yeah.
it's got this deluxe art done by it's done by this company called The Dude Designs, and they do some really good artwork. They've done
Yeah.
artwork for other stuff too. So let's see. This came out. Let me get the date. This came
88.
out in '88. Yeah, yeah, '88. Here's the so it's got one of those reversible covers. The one that I have. This is the one that most people would be familiar with. Whoops.
Ah,
No, there we go.
yeah. That's the
That's
one.
the one people
Yeah.
would know.
Yep.
So yeah, this is a really fun movie. It's got the iconic fight scene with
Bro,
Rod Piper
I love that fight scene. It's
and
like
David
fucking
Keith or Keith David. I always call him
yeah,
David.
Keith David. It takes forever and I love it.
It's like 7 or 8 minutes. Yeah, or
Put
they're
it
just beating the
on.
shit out of it. I thought Roddy Piper is actually a pretty decent actor.
I think
You know,
that was a legitimate case, right?
yeah,
That he was actually not a bad actor.
yeah. I think he probably could have done more movies. I think he was probably in a few other things, but
I think he was, yeah.
nothing as big as this. And Keith David is always awesome. So he kind of, as far as acting, he probably steals the show. But
Sure.
I thought Piper did a good job, and it's just a really bleak movie. Like if you've never seen it, it's just a movie where it starts off where you're like, okay, this is going to be a typical hero saves the day, but this movie just gets progressively bleaker, and the end, you won't probably see the end coming.
Yeah.
The ending, you're
It-
just like, oh fuck.
it's interesting. It's very interesting also that I mean this is a what is it? Not satire, but
Yeah, no, I think
it's
you could probably say satire because
it
Carpenter was always doing stuff like that.
yeah, and
He
and
was
you can see
very
how
like he was very like kind of well, satirical, but also kind of like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, it's obviously the whole idea of was it buying? What is it? Like obey and
like control, and it was,
control, all that
and I
stuff.
think you could say it's like definitely showing like the dichotomy between like rich people and poor people.
Oh yeah,
You
oh
got
yeah,
Keith David and Roddy Piper are both, they're basically homeless, and
yeah. They're pretty much
they're
are. I mean, if you
they're
look at them,
completely oppressed, and
yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, very. It's got a very political undertone, which Carpenter did, pretty often.
yeah,
You can tell what was on his mind in those days. Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, like I said, the first like half the movie, you just think it's going to be like this fun action movie, and it just
yeah,
gets really, really bleak.
yeah.
But it's still great. It's a great movie.
That's your number four.
Yeah.
That's funny because that's my number three.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to show you my little guy here.
Oh, sweet. I have a. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna grab this because it's within reach. This is a. I think I have some other stuff too, but I have this. I think it's made by Funko, or maybe it's not, but
Yeah.
it's got
Ah,
in this little movie poster.
that's fucking
The other
cool.
guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's got the two aliens, and it looks like it's made by Funko, but I don't see their name on it, so I don't.
Yeah,
I guess it's not, but it's. I love it.
I was gonna share these other ones.
Yeah, that's a great poster. I would love to have a poster of that.
Let's see. This one's so far Prince of Darkness,
Oh yeah.
and then I got this one.
Oh
Uh,
shit. Look at that.
it's really fucking cool.
I love how they had like back then they had alternate movie posters, and
Yeah.
depends on which
Actually,
country you lived in.
I saw a really cool um Escape from New York, and I think it was like in German.
Oh,
It
sweet.
looked
Yeah.
badass, dude. Um,
I love
so
seeing shit like that.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
like you're used to seeing whatever one that you saw, and then you see these other ones from different
yeah,
countries, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
they have their own too.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're different. They look cool. And the one that I
Sometimes they're
really
way
like,
better too.
the Burbs. The
Oh,
Burbs
I
has
love the
so
birds.
many alternate ones. Oh, dude, yeah, it's such
Really?
a great film.
That's another one I've been meaning to rewatch. I don't own a copy, but
Yeah,
I'm sure it's on streaming or something. I
I mean,
grew up with
if
that movie.
at the moment it's on Netflix right now.
Oh, okay.
So, um,
Dude, when I was a little kid, Tom Hanks was my favorite actor.
oh, dude, same.
Like he ruled the '80s. I think.
I think so. It was interesting because I don't know if you saw, but I don't know if I even put it up. But my girl and I, we recorded an episode the other day, last week,
Oh, cool.
and it was our favorite comfort films.
Oh man, that's a good idea.
And this
Got a
one,
lot of those.
yeah, and The Burbs was one of them. My number one all time, like, you know, chicken soup for the soul kind of movie.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Um,
great.
yeah, I just everything about it, the music especially.
Yeah.
Um,
Who directed that?
hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I lost your video. It looks like your device is searching or something.
All right, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, but I can hear you just as before.
Okay, I think my phone died.
Really? What it says on my screen, it says looking for the phone. Your webcam is searching for your phone.
Okay, well, I mean, I could just switch back to my regular HD.
Your yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to default.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah, the audio never skipped a beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think pretty sure my phone bit the dust.
Whoops.
Oh well. Um. So yeah, it's
So
fine.
I drank all my coffee now. I'm gonna switch over to I'm gonna have a beer.
Take the edge off.
And I don't want to give anything away, but this might make an appearance.
Oh shit! Actually, I think I have that cup.
Do you?
Yeah, I
I
think
got it
so.
at a Spirit Halloween last year, or
Yeah, we
some
might have
or
gotten
the
it
year
from there.
before.
What are
Yeah.
you drinking?
Nothing great. I got this at the gas station last night when I was getting gas. I've had this brand before, and I wasn't too impressed, but it was cheap.
Yeah.
It's a Goose Island IPA.
Oh, I heard that one's popular. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it once, and we'll see. I had it like when it was when this brewery was pretty new, and I remember being like really unimpressed. But I could be wrong.
I don't know. I've tended to really like most IPAs.
I
Um,
like IPAs too. Yeah, I did
but
when they first started being popular. I did not like them.
yeah, there was one I see it all the time at Walmart. Have you heard Bat Squatch?
Yeah. What's the company that makes that? Is it Rogue?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get that just because of the name is cool. And is that just a seasonal? Is that around?
No, no, it's a you can
Okay.
find it anytime. Six
Okay.
pack. It's usually runs between 12 and 15.
Yeah. I'm gonna
But
have to
it's
try
worth it.
that.
It
That
is
what
worth
kind of
it.
IPA is that?
It's a double.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's hefty. Yeah, that Rogue.
yeah,
If it's Rogue, like I'm thinking that their beers are always really hearty, like
yes,
thick,
yeah.
and yeah.
I think it might be. I don't think it's hazy.
And I'm not into like I think Rogue makes quality beers, but I'm not into like those dark. I'm not really a stout guy or a
Well, let me
all
show you.
those. I'm not into those. They're just too flavorful for me.
I'm not either, but this one changed my mind.
I'm gonna look it
Um,
up right now. The Bat Squatch, see if I'm right.
Check it out. This is the one I got the other day.
Oh, okay, I've
The
heard of
Black and
that.
Tan.
I don't think they have Yangling where I live, but I've heard that's a really popular brewery. Okay, I
Oh,
was right by
that's
the way.
right.
Bat Squatch is Rogue.
Yeah. I my bad, dude. It's because they just oh, Yingling opened up to Texas
Oh, okay,
2 years ago.
isn't it Florida? I think it's Florida.
I
Or
think
I know it's
it's
popular in Florida.
I think it's like somewhere up East Coast.
Oh, okay.
East Coast.
I've heard
Um,
good things. I've heard really good things about their beer.
it's a really good fucking beer, dude.
Yeah, maybe it'll
Uh,
make their way over here someday.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
it's worth it, man. Like I don't buy anything else in terms of I just buy. And that's the first time I saw the Black and Tan.
Oh, okay.
So I usually buy like just the normal Yingling. They have all kinds.
We
Um,
do have like some specialty beer stores here. They might. I'm gonna have to check. They might have it. They might import it in. I'm
you
gonna
might
have to
have
check.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, shit. Where are we on? Okay. So how is that? You're tasting the Goose Island? It's all right.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a grapefruit, grapefruity, which I like.
Yeah. Yeah. Those
Yeah,
those.
it tastes fine to me. I don't know why I didn't like it the first time. Actually, well, I think it was a different beer. I think it was a different Goose Island beer that I had. I don't think I've had this one. This is the
And
yeah.
it does make a difference,
I think it's good.
bottle or can.
I like can.
Yeah, it makes a
Yeah,
difference, like in how you
yeah,
drink it.
yeah, yeah. I
um,
prefer cans when it comes to beverages. I think cans just taste better. I don't know why. I think the metal retains the flavor better.
uh-huh.
Even when it comes to like sodas,
Yeah,
I will only drink a soda out of a can. I
yeah,
don't want to drink it out of a bottle, glass bottle. But I
yeah,
want like I don't buy plastic bottles. I just
yeah,
don't think it tastes good.
yeah. I agree.
If you want a cold Coke, you got to get a canned Coke. That's
Yeah,
the only way to go.
yeah. I could agree with that.
Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, I'm not a beer snob by any means.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
mean, neither.
very grapefruit though. But
Yeah,
I like grapefruit, so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think that
it's
that works then. Um,
good.
so my number three was They Live. Of course, I remember as a kid being creeped out by Meg Foster, the girl with the really green eyes.
Oh yeah,
That shit always she always scared me, man, because I was like, those are fucking scary eyes, dude.
yeah, she does look kind
Um,
of creepy.
and again,
Big
Peter
Foster's
Peter
cool.
Jason comes out in this one again. Um, yeah, we talked about it right now. Can't go wrong. That fucking fight's amazing.
It's
Um,
iconic at this point.
yeah,
Like
definitely iconic.
it's been riffed on by tons of people. South Park. South
Yeah,
Park is most famous for riffing on it and
yeah,
paying homage to it. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So you're number three.
My number three is we get to see Kurt Russell again. Big Trouble in Little
Hell
China.
yeah.
I just rewatched this recently, and I like it as much now as I did when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
1986.
Yeah,
Not, I wouldn't call it a horror movie, but there's some horror overtone or undertones or whatever.
definitely fun.
Uh,
With some,
Fantasy,
yeah, it's a
action, sci-fi.
creature. Yeah, action sci-fi makes sense.
It's kind of an everything movie, really, but
Creature
it's just
feature, love
so
story.
fun. Yeah, love story. It's just so fun. What I like about this is, I mean, you might be used to Kurt Russell being this action hero. What's his name? Jack
Burton.
Burton.
Yeah,
So in this movie, he's not an action hero at all. He's just like he's a trucker. So
he's
like
a he's
he
Joe
gets
Schmo, but a very
yeah,
arrogant Joe Schmo.
yeah, he gets beat up in fights and stuff. Like
Yeah,
was that one fight where he gets just knocked out right
yeah,
away?
yeah. He
Because he's
doesn't
not
know what to do.
this movie's
Yeah,
not pretending to be he's not an action hero. He's just this truck driver.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. It's amazing.
Kind
I
of,
love my
kind of street smart,
yeah.
with Wang trying to trick him with the bottle.
Yeah.
He knows.
Wang, I love Wang too.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, great character.
I love
A
us.
lot of great characters in this.
Victor Victor Wong is the egg shen,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and I like him when they're making that potion,
Yeah,
and he's like, what does he say? Is this gonna
I
make
can't remember.
me?
He's the comedy relief though in the
Yeah.
movie. Victor Wong. He's
Oh,
great.
dude, yeah.
He's great.
He's just like whatever. He's just like
Yeah.
he don't give a shit.
I love how he like Jack Burton. He's like he's friends with all these Asian guys in Chinatown. They're all gambling together, drinking
Yeah,
together
yeah,
and stuff. My favorite scene is that part where he's talking to that one guy. I don't remember his name. Where he hands him a gun or something, and he's like, "What? Have you never killed anyone?" And he's like, oh, "Of course I have."
yeah. That's right. That's his. The other guy's buddy, no, with the tie. Yeah,
Yeah. The stockier guy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lots of great characters in this movie. It's also kind of like it's also kind of like a kung fu movie too.
Oh
Like
yeah,
little shades
oh
of
yeah.
that. Yeah, like old
The
Bruce Lee movies and stuff.
One of the interesting parts too that I found that I loved was when they're fighting James Hong and Victor Wong when they're using their fingers
Oh yeah,
to fight each other, and it turns like to like Mortal Kombat or like Street Fighter.
it did have a
Like
Mortal Kombat vibe. Yeah,
it was so weird.
yeah.
Um, and then of course we have to give credit to um them. I'm guessing the guy from creators of Mortal Kombat getting some influences, I would say, to get Raiden
I
from
would think so. Oh yeah,
with
has to have.
with
Or
lightning. Yeah,
even the what's the boss in Mortal Kombat, Shao Kahn or what's his name?
yeah, the main boss
Those guys
or
have to be influenced by
Shang
this.
Tsung or Shao Kahn.
Shang
Yeah,
Tsung, yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah, that's a good point. They have
yeah,
to be. They have to be taken from this movie. There's no
yeah,
way.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I think
There's no way. Yeah. I've
Tobias
never
Boone.
thought about that actually. That
Yeah,
you mentioned that now. I've never thought that.
yeah. There has to have been. I
Has
mean,
to be.
it's a little too
Yeah.
of a
There's
coincidence.
there's no way.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So that
Yeah,
was
that's awesome.
your number three.
Yeah.
Okay. So my number two, we're gonna go over to the thing.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Um,
I have that same version. Yep.
I love the thing because we don't really know what the thing is.
So much mystery. Yeah, this
It's
movie's
like,
been
yeah,
dissected and
oh yeah,
dissected but there's pointless to dissect it anymore because there's no answer.
yeah. And what's interesting is the very man, I don't know if I should. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you've seen the movies. Um,
Or you've had plenty of time
yeah.
if you
What's
haven't.
interesting is the very end where Kurt and Keith David, um, like I'm not sure if he's actually drinking whiskey or is that just supposedly going to be a Molotov cocktail,
That's a
and
good point.
whoever's the alien doesn't know that's what it is.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
There's
I
so
forget.
many like little Easter eggs in this
Yeah,
movie.
there's like
Like
little subtle things that you
it's a
wouldn't
smart, and
notice.
it's probably Carpenter's like smartest movie,
Oh yeah,
as far
yeah.
as putting together a story and that's full of mystery and just the unknown.
And I guess, and apparently, if you know Swedish or Norwegian, who is it? The Swedish? No,
Norwegian.
the Norwegians.
Yeah,
Apparently, they
the
give away everything in the beginning, right?
kind of,
When
yeah.
they're flying in.
Yeah, but you don't know it yet, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're trying to shoot the dog, and I remember when I
yeah.
first saw it I was like, no, don't shoot the dog, that's fucked up,
That's my.
but
That was.
that was the thing escaping basically,
Yeah,
and they knew it but no one else did.
yeah. So fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
The animal. What is it? No, the practical effects,
yeah,
the makeup effects, just
yeah.
the.
For that time, the makeup effects were like just revolutionary.
And this was what 82, man. It was okay. What was wild to me again also is that the idea that um that fucking it was like a head that grew legs and just walked away, and it just like it was
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
it's such a gross movie.
Yeah,
Like the creature effects are just so disgusting.
yeah. Or the fucking body just turned into a big mouth,
Yeah, as they're
swallowed his
doing
arm.
the
Yeah,
autopsy or whatever. Yeah,
yeah. And I could see somewhat of a influence to whoever Konami, I guess, whoever when they made Contra with like Predator and the Thing, because a lot of the creatures, a lot of the monsters and the bosses
yeah,
are so
and
fucking
Alien
weird in
too.
Contra. Yeah, yeah,
They were definitely Contra was definitely taking influence from like a bunch of different movies.
yeah,
Rambo, yeah, Predator,
yeah,
it's the Thing, Aliens probably.
yeah, yeah. The aliens. Yeah, Alien is
That's
the
what
most
made it
fun.
such a great movie because it was like
Yeah,
all the cool stuff put
yeah.
into one game.
I had heard, and I'm not sure if you heard the same thing, but I had heard that Predator was supposed to be a Rocky movie,
I didn't know that.
that he was supposed to fight an alien. They're
Really?
like, this is too fucking ridiculous.
That would be
So they
ridiculous.
changed it. Right?
Could have been
I
a cool
think
crossover, but
I it's like Leprechaun did it. Why can't fucking Rocky
I can
Balboa?
imagine like just like Rambo out in the forest or whatever, trying to hide and encountering like the Predator or something. Or they sent Predator down because that's the whole premise of Predators. To He wants to fight the
The
best of the
best.
best. He
Yeah.
could be like, look at this guy. I need
He's
to go fight him.
that would be interesting to have while that Rambo person is on a mission himself that he needs
Yeah,
to accomplish, and then at the same time having to fight Predator.
and like bumping into each other or
Yeah, that would be
something.
fucking interesting.
It would be. It would be.
And then
Yeah.
teaming up at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to look into that because I haven't heard that before. But
Yeah, that would be so cool if they did a cop buddy cop with Predator. Something fucking so just outlandish.
yeah, I mean they went pretty outlandish with those last few Predator movies, so they could go into that territory.
The guy wore the suit. No, there's one where he wears the suit
Yeah,
and
I
he's like
didn't see
shooting.
it. Are you talking about the most recent one?
It has to be like 2016, 15,
Yeah,
maybe.
because there was Predators. There was the last one that was directed by
Are you talking about the Native American one? Prey?
no, that one I saw. That one I
Oh, it's
saw.
so
But then
good.
the two before that, there was one. I saw the one with Adrian Brody, which I need to rewatch. That I didn't like it at all, but I've heard that like if you give it another shot, it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Actually, I'll give that one another shot. This
But
is the
then
one
there's the
after that
one
one.
after that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that one I heard is just fucking ridiculous. But
It's actually
some
pretty
people
cool.
liked it. Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
a
say
good
some people
action film.
liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have to. I haven't seen it at all, so I'll
but
give it a watch.
I don't know, man. I have a soft spot, obviously, for the original, but
Me too.
for part two, man, I just love Danny Glover.
I've been
You
meaning
know,
to rewatch that. I haven't seen part two since I was a kid. I always liked it.
yeah, and it's so weird because it's just like again, regular guy, just a cop,
Just a cop, yeah.
and he,
Not a
I mean,
not
he's
a
a bigger dude.
action badass or
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. He's a bigger guy,
Yeah,
of course. He's like what, maybe
yeah,
6'2" or something, but he doesn't
yeah,
seem to be like how you're saying, like such a super badass. You know what I mean? Just a
yeah,
normal dude trying to.
yeah.
And again, that's why I love the idea. It doesn't get me too upset, but I think it's funny when people are talking shit about that movie Prey because they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? It's a girl. How is she gonna fucking beat him?" Like you dumb fuck. Like that's the whole point, right?
Just watch the movie.
She. It's not obviously none of the people ever beat with muscles and brawn.
No,
It's always being outsmarting it. You know what I mean?
because you couldn't. Yeah, even like even in the original Arnold, there's no match.
Oh
Like
no, dude, he
they go
fucking just
toe to toe, and he just
yeah,
knocks the shit out of him.
yeah, fucking easily, dude. Yeah,
Knocks him around. Yeah,
yeah,
and then he beats him with it. With he outsmarts him.
exactly.
Yeah,
And he
same
figures it out.
concept.
He kind of fucking figured that shit out by accident too when he fell
He
into the
did.
mud.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so that's another cool thing about it.
yeah. No, I liked Prey. I liked Prey a lot.
Yeah, it was great.
I want to see more of these movies if they keep going in that
Yeah,
path. You know,
yeah.
there's so many more cool things they could do. Like, I mean, you name it. Like, they could go to like ancient Japan, like fighting samurai
Samurai.
warriors. Or there's so many ideas that you could do.
That'd be so cool.
I've always wanted to see a cool a cool Native American movie. So that was good for me.
Yeah.
I've always thought like that'd be a good idea. Um, I've always thought like Native American warrior type movies. There aren't enough of them, so
Yeah,
that
I think so too.
I thought it was great for that that
Yeah, yeah.
concept.
I think we're on number two. You're number two.
Yeah, my number two is I'm wondering where this is going to be for you, but I had to go for Halloween. Um, I was only going to
Nice.
pick one Halloween movie, but I mean, if you're only going to pick one, this is by far the best in my opinion.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I like two. I love three, but I don't think John Carpenter had that much to do with three. But anyways, this is the original. As with most franchises, they were never meant to be a franchise. This was just going to be a one-off movie, so that's
Yeah.
what makes it so good. A lot of people find this movie to be boring, and I get it. This isn't like a slasher fest. This isn't
Right.
Michael Myers going through and wiping people out. This is more atmospheric and story driven,
Hmm.
and it's for that it's great. I love Michael Myers. Is probably one of my favorite like horror villains or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
slasher characters.
I think
One of my favorite franchises.
with a movie like that, they do the same thing Toby Hooper did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where less is
Yeah, it's not a blood fest.
right, where less
Yeah,
is more,
yeah,
and it gets you thinking. Because one of the scenes that where Michael Myers kills that guy and he puts him up on the wall, doesn't he, or in the closet?
yeah,
He like stabs him and fucking hangs him up like that. And I
yeah,
mean that's fucking brutal, dude. Like to think about
yeah,
somebody, some shit, something like that.
yeah. I
Um,
know.
I
I mean,
can't,
this is more bloody than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but yeah.
sure,
When
yeah,
I said not a blood fest, but it's still not as bloody as some of the others.
right,
And there aren't there's not a whole lot of deaths in this movie, but that's what makes it, like you said, less is more. When it does happen, it's like more impactful.
yeah,
You're not
exactly,
gonna you're not gonna see him kill someone and then kill another person five
yeah,
minutes later.
yeah. The
But
story is wonderful. Again, just
yeah,
I think it's one of the most perfect ones. I
yeah,
did not include it on my list because these other ones for me came first. I think
you just like more. Yeah,
uh there were just something else about the movies that I'm gonna, well, my number one, for example.
yeah.
So,
That's
but yeah,
understandable. I mean, some people, like I said, some people have came out and like just some people just don't even get it. Some people are like, I don't get it. This movie's fucking boring.
yeah,
Like, you got to
yeah. I
have
don't
a
know.
little bit of patience.
It's
Like
really good. Yeah, I don't
it's a
understand that.
slow movie. It's a
Yeah,
slow moving. It's a slow burn
yeah,
movie. It's. I think if you go into it with different expectations, you're
sure.
not going to like it.
And part three was badass, but in its own way.
I love part three. I love it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, maybe if I was watching those movies back then when it came out, I can see why a lot of people were like, "Oh, what the hell," But I think
and
it's
again, Tom
one of the
Atkins.
best. Yeah, Tom Atkins. Yeah,
Again.
yeah, exactly. Tom Atkins in that, and then in the Fog.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's in a lot of shit, man. So um
Tom Atkins was great back then.
yeah. Shit, even Lethal Weapon. Uh
Yeah, Tom
uh
Atkins is awesome because like he's just he's not your typical like action hero or even
right.
your typical movie star. He's just
Yeah.
like this regular looking dude, and
With
but
a
he's
cool
great.
mustache. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just awesome. And
Yeah.
he didn't need to be the best looking or the
Yeah.
he didn't need to have muscles or anything.
Yeah.
He was just cool. Oh, and
That
Night of the Creeps
Night of
too.
the Creeps, prime example. Yep. That's all him.
Yeah, so he was just one of the great like B movie stars, like a
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, so I've seen more and more on Evil Dead Rising, and man, I'm so excited, dude.
I think it looks awesome
Fuck
personally.
yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, comes out I think next month, I believe
20
April.
21st, I think.
Okay, so about a month away.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
They showed um I guess the girl who's like possessed or whatever, they showed her like normal, and I was like, she's still kind of creepy looking. Like with, she was
probably
wearing
why
a
they picked
dress.
her.
Yeah. I was like, damn, they cast perfect, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
somebody who just kind of has a certain look to them already.
yeah. I
Yeah.
saw that IGN gave it a 9 out of 10.
Holy
Uh,
shit!
yeah.
Wow.
And I know IGN is people make fun of them a lot, but um shit, that's one good review at least that I've seen. So
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything bad yet. So
yeah. No, I think
um,
I think it's going to be good. I honestly don't really have any doubts.
yeah, I
I
don't either.
I think all the right people are involved, and I even
Yeah.
watched. I went and watched. So this guy that directed it, he's an Irish guy, and I watched the movie he's done previously, and it was really good. So
Which movie was that?
it was called A Hole in the Ground. I think you saw it, right? Or maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it
Hold
was
the
someone
ground.
else.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's called A Hole in the Ground from a couple years back, maybe 2018,
Yeah.
2019. It was good. I'm like, okay. And this guy is he's a filmmaker. He's not a he he's an arty,
Okay.
filmmaker. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think yeah, it's you got I doubted that movie for some reason. I doubted Evil Dead, the new one, when I first heard. I don't know why. When I first heard of it, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't have any faith in this. But yeah, no. Once I started seeing trailers and reading stuff and
Yeah.
seeing this guy's previous movie, it's gonna be good. Yeah.
What is this gonna be a sequel to, or is just
No, it's not a sequel to
it's its own
anything.
thing?
Yeah, it's a standalone. Yeah, it to me it totally looks like it totally looks like the Evil Dead remake from what 2018 or 17 or whatever. It looks like that to me, but it has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks like it's in that vein. You
I
know,
I like that idea because I saw that in is it
I
Demon
love that.
Seed?
I loved that remake or that.
Um
I thought that was brutal as fuck. The
yeah,
Evil Dead
the
remake.
it was fucking good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, uh, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. But I like the idea that it takes place in the apartment. I mean, from what I saw, I don't know if it completely takes place there because it would be I love when movies take place in one area.
Yeah, like a
Um
small area too.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
remember seeing Demons 2. I don't know if you saw um the Italian one
yeah, I've seen it.
where they're having a party or whatever, and
Yeah,
it's an apartment building.
yeah,
So
that's true. I
super
forgot
cool.
about that. Yeah, I haven't seen the second Demons in a long time. I've seen the first one
Oh, the
recently
the theater one.
in
Oh,
the
dude,
movie theater.
it's so good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's great.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
great.
I
Yeah, but
have a
at this point, I have no doubts. I have no doubt on that Evil Dead movie.
the
I
new
think
one.
it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome.
I do have a question though. You were watching a movie called The Boar.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
there's a movie that I saw many years ago. It has to have been from at least 2005, made between 2005 and probably 2012. And it was this heiress to like a candy place or some sort of I don't know if it was candy or coffee or something. And
Okay,
she brings her boyfriend to the farmhouse, and wherever they're making that product. And I think whatever is coming out into the sewage there's an animal that's getting fucking huge,
Oh shit.
and her family, her uncles and all that, they go try to hunt it down. And I don't remember if it was an alligator or I don't think it was an alligator. It could have been like a boar or like a pig or something like that. And
Hmm.
I just remember him going to with the uncles and the dad to go fucking hunt that shit
Yeah,
down at
I
night.
haven't seen that. I know there's a another pig movie. I think it was called Razorback or something, but I think
Yeah,
that's from
that's
the
an 80s
80s.
film.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Because I've
haven't
been
seen.
looking at it. I'm trying to find the same one where
You're trying to remember it.
and for sure I know
Yeah.
that it'll be the right one if there's it's she's the heiress to this candy company
Yeah. It's
or
pretty
fruit
unique
company.
sounding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very unique. So you know that if you have that in the storyline, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. They were doing a lot of like creature features, I feel like, in the early 2000s, like Lake Placid
Yeah.
and in
Oh, that's right.
Python or whatever that Python movie. Was it called Python or
Yeah, Python.
with Ice Cube, I think?
Anaconda.
Anaconda. Yeah. 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 They were
Yeah.
doing tons of like ridiculous creature features back then.
They
But
eventually did Python versus Boa, I think.
yeah.
I think then
Yeah.
there's
It's still kind of a thing, actually, even
yeah,
now.
Sharknado.
Yeah. It just kind
Uh
of went off the rails.
yeah. um
Whatever.
so all right, so let's move on to number one. And for
Yeah.
me, I think it was obvious if I haven't said anything, but for me it's Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Have the Blu-ray
Cool.
version.
I haven't seen
Uh
that cover before. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't seen it either.
It's just a 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, there's just something weird, and I think has a lot to do with being as a kid. It came out a lot
Yeah.
and I saw it a lot.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell, drinking that juice
Yeah.
and him being he's like, is it hot in here or is it just me? Like
Yeah.
he's such an asshole, and
Old Jack Burton.
yeah, old Jack Burton says, why not or whatever. Uh actually I well, it doesn't fit anymore, but I had when they asked Egg Shen, hey, what's in here? And he's like wind, fire, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he says the whole product. I have one of those shirts, but it's like the Jack Daniels,
Oh, that's cool.
but it has the same speech.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it's called Egg Shen's something. But yeah, that's cool, man. Like for me, the movie, uh, I talked about it before in the past. Not something that I can get bored of.
No.
Um, you have a very young, at that time, Kim Cattrall.
Yeah, that's true.
Really love how they oppose each other.
Yeah.
They're opposites,
Yeah,
but
totally.
but they match at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, the naive girl, or the other girl who falls for shit. What's his name?
I'm bad with all the names in that movie.
It's Wang's buddy with the tie.
Yeah, the guy I was talking about, the stocky guy.
Yeah, him. She falls for him. Like it's just a great story overall.
Eddie.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's
Yeah,
just I don't know.
Eddie.
And then I mean, and also congrats to James Hong because I know they just got awarded.
I love James Hong.
Yeah, Seinfeld party of what is it?
Yeah. Oh, caught right.
Yeah, cut right. And don't they like give him money?
She call. I yell, caught right. No
Yeah.
one comes.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Elaine gives him $20 and he just puts in his jacket.
Yeah. You just forget about it.
Didn't call their name. He didn't get
God
it.
damn it.
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
I love him. And he was in did you see from last year Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Dude, no, I want to see that.
He's still alive and he was in that
Yeah.
movie. He has a small part, but he's still in it. Yeah.
But let me ask you,
It's a great movie.
is it a what? Okay, I've seen pictures. I haven't seen any trailers or anything like that. Is this like a serious film or is this an action film
Yeah.
or is this
It's like it's like an action sci-fi movie. Yeah. It's like multiverse stuff and like
Oh,
it's
then
really
I gotta.
good, but it's very action. It's like action movie 90% of the time.
Okay,
It's
because I need
it's
to watch
really
that now.
fun.
Yeah.
You'll like it. It's so
Yeah.
fucking awesome. It's got
Okay.
It's got the guy that plays Short Round in Indiana
Yeah,
Jones. He hasn't
yeah,
done
yeah,
anything since then.
yeah.
This is like his comeback, and he's great.
Yeah, I
He
saw
kills
that.
it.
He talked about that Harrison Ford went to go say hi to him, and then he's like, "Is that you, Short Round?" And he's like, "It's me, Indy." So I thought
That's
that was,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, he was really good too. Like
yeah,
you think he'd been an actor all these years. Like he
yeah.
just kills it. Yeah. This is a great movie.
I need to watch it now.
Yeah. I
So it
mean, put
deserves
it
all the
this way,
acclaim.
if you like Big Trouble in Little China, you'll like it because it kind of has those vibes where it's just like over the top in every
Yeah,
aspect. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? There's another movie that I did not finish watching that had somebody told me about it. I saw parts of it and it was The Golden Child.
I've heard of that.
I think with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
And
Eddie
it's
Murphy.
supposed to have these weird like sci-fi shit,
Oh, okay.
fantasy type stuff going on, like Big Trouble in Little China.
From the
So
90s, I think. I think it's a
actually that
90s.
was in the 80s.
Or is it 80s?
Yeah,
Okay.
The Golden Child.
Young Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
well,
hearing about it. I remember seeing it around, but I've never
yeah,
seen them, which is weird. I haven't seen it because I loved Eddie Murphy back then.
yeah.
You know, 48 Hours and yeah,
Oh, another 48 hours and
yeah, Beverly Hills Cop and stuff.
dude, those Beverly Hill Cop movies were fucking
I
great.
loved, yeah.
Yeah.
So how that movie slipped past me, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. And Coming to America, I watched
Yeah.
that all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love 80s, 90s Eddie Murphy. So
Yeah.
I'll have to look it
Yeah.
up.
Once he started doing multi characters, I was kind of off that.
I liked Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Well, that
I
was
liked
fun.
it.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was,
at the time I really liked it.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, everyone loses their edge eventually, and
Yeah. Yeah.
just like everyone else, so
I
did he.
I did like him in is it Tower Heist?
I've heard of it. I
That one
haven't
was
seen it though.
good. And then I think I Spy.
Okay.
It's with
He needs to make a good comeback.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
everyone makes a good comeback eventually.
it should be his time, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck. What's his name? With Wilson with the weird nose. Owen?
Oh, Owen Wilson,
Yeah,
yeah.
Owen
I like Owen
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah, he's a spy, and Eddie Murphy's like a boxer,
Oh,
and they're gonna
is that a
use
recent
him
movie or?
like 2001, dude.
Oh,
2000.
okay. I
They're
remember
trying to
hearing the name.
they're trying to get him to like they're trying to convince Eddie to be a spy or to help, but he refuses unless he becomes a spy with Owen Wilson.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "No, dude, you don't know how to do any of this shit. It's too dangerous for you." And like he's always kind of like, "Well, if you don't do this, I'm not gonna help you."
Yeah.
So it's a good movie for what it is.
Cool.
But
I'll watch it.
I saw your one of your videos you did recently, and I have to agree that late '90s and early 2000s horror movies really fucking sucked.
Yeah,
Um,
they were at a low point. Definitely.
yeah, the
There's
movies.
some that were good, but there was
Yeah,
just a lot of garbage.
that's why I thought it was interesting that when they started to remake things, for
Yeah.
example, The Ring,
That's when the remake started,
you
huh?
know what? When they started happening, it was kind of
Yeah.
like, well, shit, the remake's still fucking better than typical Hollywood
Yeah.
trash had been coming out.
I know. I love The Ring. The Ring is one of my favorite like modern horror movies.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Those are good. There's just something about the old school. Like, well, do you think? I don't think they could remake this. Do you think they could remake The Audition?
Hmm. The Japanese movie?
Yeah,
That would be crazy. Yeah, it could be done. I think if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna remake that, you need to go even more over the top. I think it
sure.
should be even more violent.
Yeah, even more. Yeah,
I love that movie. It's such a good movie.
yeah. Oh no, no,
What I
no. It
like
was
about
really
that
good.
movie is you could take out like it was a good movie. You could have taken out all the horror elements and it would have still been a good movie.
Yeah, no
The
shit.
acting and everything was good,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
Have you seen? Okay, look, I was kind of bummed out about it, but the ending was still pretty cool. Saint Maud.
oh, I love Saint Maud. I think
Yeah,
it's one of the best horror movies of recent years.
yeah.
I,
It's
I
fucking
loved it.
crazy.
Yeah,
Uh,
I loved it.
for
Yeah,
one, but eventually I did start to figure out, oh shit, this, what's happening.
yeah.
Uh,
Or a
she's
lot
not
of
all there.
psychological shit
Yeah,
going on.
she's
Yeah,
not all there.
not an easy watch. Like it's a
No,
very intense
no.
movie.
But
Like
I did kind of, yeah, when I
you're gonna
saw
feel
the end,
uncomfortable.
yeah, dude. When she put all the things in her shoes, ugh,
Like she just gets, yeah, you just watch her mental health just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And
decline. Yeah, dude.
yeah, and you're
It's a
actually
sad film in that regard, you know.
it's really fucking sad.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you sympathize with her the whole time, you know.
yeah,
Clearly it's not her fault, you know.
right.
Everything that happens is not her fault, even though she does, you know, make it happen. It's like,
Yeah,
and then it there's a lot of shit that happens like that in real life. So
yeah,
it's,
dude.
yeah, it's a heavy movie.
Yeah. So I think her. Wait, did you have a number one?
Yeah, I still have my number one to
Go
do.
for it.
Yeah. Well,
The
1982, The Thing.
thing.
This is one of my all-time favorite movies, just in
Yeah.
general. Yeah, there's just so much that so much that's already been said, but I mean, you could go off on that movie forever. Um, I just love it. It's just there have been even famous directors that have called The Thing the most Lovecraftian movie ever made,
Yeah.
even though it's not based off. It has nothing to do with anything Lovecraft,
Yeah.
but it's just it's people have called it that. Yeah, like you said, that you know the special effects are just so fun. It's such a morbid,
Yeah.
disgusting
And it
movie.
holds up still to this day.
Yeah, it's just like I just love watching it when I want to watch just really gross, like drippy, splattery, you know,
Yeah.
monstery type stuff.
Yeah. Very
One of my
creative, huh?
favorite, yeah, one of my favorite facts about this movie is like the guy that did the special effects. He was like
Yeah.
19 or 20 years old at the time, and
Wow.
he
Wow.
worked so hard on this movie. Like he had worked something like 90 or 100 days straight or something, and he worked himself so hard that when they finished this movie, he went and checked himself into the hospital because he just felt
From
like
fucking exhaustion.
yeah, he was worried about that maybe he was gonna die or something.
Oh, shit,
Um,
dude.
yeah, because he had not, you know, he'd been working like 18 hours a day
Yeah.
and not taking care of himself. Just he was devoting everything he had because he was still so young, and I think this was
Fuck.
one of the first movies he'd done. This
Yeah.
might have been the first movie he ever did. He was like 19 or 20.
Damn, dude. That's impressive.
Yeah. I that doesn't even make sense to me. I can't believe that someone so young could do something.
Yeah.
Rob Botton, his name was. I don't know. It was either Rob or was it Albert? What I think it was Rob because it looks like there were two special effects guys. I'm pretty sure it was Rob Botton, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But either way, the story is true.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
music by music by Ennio Morricone, uh,
Fuck. Brilliant.
which was you would know from all the spaghetti western
Yeah.
movies. So interesting choice for music
Yeah. No shit, huh? I
for a
remember when I saw it
sci-fi.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean Carpenter didn't score all his movies. You know, he didn't always score. I want to say there was a story as to why he didn't score this movie, but I can't remember what it
Okay.
was. I think there was a reason, or he might have just wanted like Ennio to do it. You
Yeah.
know,
No. Right.
I'm sure, you know, everyone looks up to him, but yeah, the John Carpenter Kurt Russell combination is just probably one of my favorite things in the world. Just those two.
That's Tim Burton to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize this, but four out of five on my list were Kurt Russell
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
All but one. Holy shit!
The Halloween.
Yeah, that was not intentionally either. That's just how I feel, I guess.
Let me see.
But yeah, the thing,
Two,
just I mean, this is
one.
easily this is probably in my top five favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I love it. Uh, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing some elaborations.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing some sequels, or I think it'll happen. I've
Yeah, for
heard
sure.
this is one of the movies that Carpenter's actually said that he has considered, like, out of all his movies, this is the one he'd like to return to. But I don't know if I'd see it. I think he's too old at this point.
I think so.
He's so
But
comfortably retired, and I don't think he
yeah,
wants to do another movie. But I'd be down with someone else doing it.
if he wrote it, maybe, you know.
Or if I would, if he gave his blessing to
Yeah.
someone. I think it'll happen because they did do that. They did do the prequel that kind of was not super successful like 10 years ago.
I fell asleep watching it, but not because it was boring. I just fell asleep. But
It's not that bad.
yeah,
I don't know. It's not. I think it's totally watchable. There's an interesting story to that movie too, where it's kind of known for having really dated, visual effects. It originally was supposed to be all practical, but
yeah.
so like they had the studio do all the practical effects, and then the producer or whatever goes, no, I want you to, this is looking dated to me. I want you to use all CGI.
Oh fuck.
So they took all these amazing practical effects
Yeah.
that just went to waste, and they just started over and did all
God
CGI.
damn meddling producers, man.
You can look it up on YouTube. Actually, you can see
Yeah.
some of the they made some really cool practical effects, and I think it would have been badass, but
Yeah.
totally ruined the movie.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, I'd like to see someone come back to this. I think it's only a matter of time where it's going to happen.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and I think Carpenter's one of those people where like if he thinks you'll do an okay job and you'll pay him, he'll let you do it. So I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll happen. But I want to see. I want to see more. I wouldn't mind seeing like a series of movies, based on the thing.
That
I
they
think
explore the whole the lore, huh?
I
Behind.
say that, but there's probably people that would be like, no, no, leave it alone. So
It's gotta be done with carefully.
yeah,
Um, and
it has
just
to be
like how
done
I
right.
wish they would do a third Conan movie. Um,
With Arnold or with someone
yeah,
else?
yeah, with Arnold, I
Okay,
feel like he would be,
like an older Conan.
yeah, an older Conan.
Yeah,
Might have to come out of retirement, King Conan. You
I
know,
you know he still does movies.
yeah,
I'd be down for it.
he's got a show coming out. I don't know if you saw that.
No,
It's like a weird, uh, fuck, I forgot the name, the whole premise, but it looks pretty funny. It's like a funny show.
oh okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
I wanted to see. Have you seen Meg? I heard that's really good.
No, I want to see that one. The
Yeah, it's
zombie
where it's like
film.
his daughter's a zombie or
Yeah,
whatever.
I want to see
I've
that
heard
one.
it's really fucking good, but I have yeah.
Um, I did see. Is it Killing Gunther?
No, I haven't seen that either.
Killing Gunther, where he's like a fucking assassin,
Oh shit!
and they're trying to kill him. Like I don't know if he has like a bounty, but they're like all trying to kill him. All the best in the world are
Damn.
like trying to get him, and then he just like he's a step ahead all the time. It's a
So
fun one.
it's like an action movie, action
Yeah, yeah.
adventure.
Total action, tongue in cheek, not taken seriously.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
watch it.
yeah. I think it's called
It was
Killing
my
Gunther.
favorite back then, but when I was a kid, that was Arnold was my favorite action guy by
Oh yeah,
far.
yeah.
Like to
Same.
me, he was like top of the heap action star.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Commando, dude, and
Yeah,
um, is it the Running Man?
yeah. Running Man, the Terminator movies.
Yeah,
He was just untouchable back then.
yeah.
Yeah. And even like True Lies is an amazing movie.
Shit, yeah, dude.
For
That's a
me, that was the last of the great Arnold action movies, but that's
yeah,
okay. He had a good run,
yeah.
But that's an amazing movie too.
Underrated action Jingle All the Way, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I watched with him. I watched everything with Arnold back then.
Yeah.
I even watched like what's the one where with the kids and everything.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. I
Yeah.
watched all of it. Anything that
That's my
he was
favorite
in, I
one, man.
watched. Yeah,
Kindergarten Cop's my favorite. And I said it before, I said because he's out of his element, completely different. He's brought into a whole new element, and it's just like, let's see what happens,
yeah.
Try to
And
make it.
he was trying to branch out a little bit back then. Like
Yeah.
what was that movie? End of Days. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
I liked it back then. I need to rewatch it. I saw it in the
Okay.
theater when I was like 16. I
Yeah.
liked it, but I don't know if it holds up. I'd have to
Okay.
rewatch it. But it's got a really cool story. It's
Yeah.
really dark and
Yeah. The
evil.
ones that I have not seen yet, Eraser and End of Days.
I saw Eraser. I remember thinking that was pretty good. I think like what's her name? Vanessa something was in it.
Was it Vanessa Williams?
I think it was Vanessa Williams. I could
Yeah, I
be
think
wrong.
so. She's a singer,
Yeah.
no? Or model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's yeah. I remember thinking it was pretty decent. Not on par with, of course, the '80s stuff, or even not
Sure.
on par with Yeah, not on par with True Lies, but I
Or
remember it being
Twins.
okay. Yeah, Twins was one of my favorites too. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Another weird movie. Twins.
yeah,
Junior
it's
was
great.
weird.
I remember watching Junior. I remember really liking it too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Again, out of his element. I love when they do that shit, dude.
Yeah, yeah, got to branch out.
Yeah. So hopefully the next time we get together, we'll be doing top 10 prog bands or
I like to do
albums.
albums. Yeah, I
Okay.
like to do
So we'll do
albums.
albums. Some of our favorite prog albums. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also have I have this
Ah,
cool 20th anniversary Halloween soundtrack.
oh shit.
This is a really fun one to listen to. It's
Is that's all Carpenter, huh?
yeah, yeah, and it's got well, it's John Carpenter and the Bowling Green Philharmonic. So I guess,
Whoa.
but I think he wrote everything.
Okay.
This is cool. Yeah, it's got all kinds of in between the songs. It's got sound clips from the movie, and
Oh, that's cool.
it's really fun to listen to.
You
And I
follow
also have
along.
these lost themes. Have you ever
Mhm.
heard of these albums that he's done? This is
Yes.
him and his
Just recently.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's three of them now. I have the first two. I haven't got the third one yet, but yeah, it's him and
Ooh.
his son, and then his godson Daniel Davies. And it's not movie music. It's just music they wanted to make for fun.
Yeah.
And he said, like, if anyone wants to use these for a movie, I'd sell them to you. But other than that, they're not going to be in any movies. And then I bought this recently. I have no interest in seeing the movie, but
Yeah.
just because he did the soundtrack for the Firestarter remake.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
again, I didn't really have any interest in the movie, but if he did the soundtrack, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. I just got it
That's
recently.
cool.
Yeah, it seems to be, yeah, it's him again and his son and Daniel Davies. I like how he includes those two guys in everything that he does now musically. Even when they go on tour, they play together and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not just
cool.
him by himself. It's yeah, the three of them.
Gotta
Yeah,
check that out, man. The
yeah.
more of the
Dude,
lust.
his recent soundtracks have been great. Like the Halloween Kills and the Halloween Ends.
Oh, dude.
I need
Yeah.
to get those still, but they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's and he's kind of been broadening my horizons a little bit, checking out more like synth wave type
Hmm.
music. So I'm kind of
Yeah. There's a lot of really good synthwave.
it's so popular right now, which
Yeah.
is why I kind of avoided it at first. But now I'm
Yeah.
like, well, what if something's good? It's good, you know?
I think the reason also it probably appeals to us though. It's like childhood. It's just childhood
Yeah,
when you listen to it.
reminds you of those
Yeah.
old sci-fi movies.
If anything, I'm gonna recommend Dance with the Dead
Okay,
and Meteor.
are those
Uh,
artists or those
yeah,
albums? Or
those two different artists, Dance with the
oh,
Dead
okay,
and Meteor, and a third Ghost, but Ghost.
I've heard
Uh,
that name. I've heard
they're
that name. Yeah,
more heavier, like Perturber, I think. A little,
Perturbator.
yeah, those a little
Yeah,
heavier,
I've heard that name too.
and but Ghost is really good.
I've
That's
heard
the one
that.
that I heard
Yeah.
first is Ghost, Ghost, and
Okay.
then but Meteor and Dance with the Dead. Fuck.
I feel like what kind of helped bring this back too is the and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm way off, but I feel like it was the Stranger Things soundtrack. I feel like after that came out,
Yeah,
all this shit just started coming out of the woodwork.
it became popular again, dude. It just got
I didn't
popular.
really, I liked Stranger Things and I
Me
really
too.
liked that soundtrack. So
Yeah, I love what they're doing with it. So I
yeah.
can't wait for the new season when they're all grown up and see what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen the recent. I've only seen the first two seasons, so I need to catch up.
Okay,
But I really like the show.
they're going in this really fucking cool direction that I like it at least.
Yeah,
And if you catch up on to season 4, it's
I've heard
practical
season four
effects.
was like actually the most horror ish
Yes,
out of the
it
whole
is.
thing. So
Yes, for sure.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
bad guy, it's all fucking practical and that very I think CGI maybe after
yeah, or
to
used to kind of piece together a little
yeah, yeah,
bit.
yeah, to make it look more like weird stuff happening.
Yeah.
but it's practical effects. I was like, fuck, that's so cool.
See, that's how I
Um,
prefer it to be. Like, I prefer
yeah,
practical, and then you can use CGI to enhance the
sure.
practical, to
Yeah,
more as like a glue to hold everything together,
exactly. That's
not as the
exactly how they did it.
basis. Yeah,
That's
I
exactly how
think
they did. Yeah, you're gonna like it, dude.
cool. I got to
Especially
get on
now
that.
that you're watching it after the whole fad
Yeah,
with
after all the hype.
Kate Bush and Metallica and all that shit, you know.
Yeah, the Eddie Munson and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that stuff is you're already past that, so it's like
yeah.
when you watch, you're like, cool. Or
I have friends that are like literally like, I refuse to watch that show because of all the Eddie Munson hype. I'm like, just ignore it then.
yeah,
Just watch the show. You know, the
you
hype
know,
doesn't always have anything to do with the actual material. You know.
he's such a for the time that he was there is very like I feel like I know persons people like that
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
how he is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like it makes me feel like see like fucking metalheads are fucking normal, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
we're like normal dudes. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
he's a typical badass metalhead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's why I like him, you know.
Yeah. I just hate when people like because of something that is hyped up, they won't even give it a shot. I'm
Yeah,
like, well, and the show's are been around for what, like 8 years now. Like,
it's been a while already. Yeah, for
but I mean, it's had hype since the beginning, but just because it's, I don't know. I think it's just because it was good and people liked it. You know,
yeah.
doesn't mean you
It's one
shouldn't.
of those things too that I think they don't want to give it a shot because it's they're younger.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I
yeah,
mean, it's worth it. It's absolutely really fucking good, man. So
yeah. I like it. I
yeah,
I don't know. I don't get it.
yeah. But all right, I think we should call it. And then yeah, we'll get together. I'll talk about our favorite prog albums.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll get working
old,
on that, and it
old
shouldn't take
school,
me
right?
too
We're
long.
gonna go old school, not newer stuff.
We could. Do you want to divide it up? Do you want to choose a certain era, or have like a cutoff point,
I would say between
like up until a certain
70s
point?
and 80s.
70s, 80s? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Okay. Yeah, that would help. That would help. Not have so much to choose from,
yeah. It's you beef it up a little bit.
and then not have too much from one era. You like, and
Yeah,
neglect. Like, oh,
yeah,
everything is. I chose everything from the 2000s. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That
that makes
works for me.
sense. Yeah,
And maybe
divide.
we
I
could
always
do.
like to divide up like prog rock and prog metal. Anyways, I like to keep them
Well,
two separate.
that's another that could be for part two,
Yeah,
prog metal.
yeah, yeah. And I'm not nearly as well versed in prog metal, but I'm working on it.
Yeah,
I'm working on it. I
check
have a
out.
couple favorites, but
Don't forget that Lalu man that I was telling you about.
I have that on my computer. Yeah, I still need to listen to it. I think I have it on my iPod now.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all right, man. We're gonna call it,
All right.
guys. Thank you for enjoying our conversation. uh, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.
Yep.
Peace.
See you.